Hey, what's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing okay. I'm doing okay today. Can you believe it? Yesterday was like 90 degrees, and today it was cold. I had to wear a jacket. It's ridiculous. The weather in New York is totally fiked and broken. Let's see here. Whoops. What am I clicking? Let's see. Who do we have over here? Got REG. Boom. Hello, Ari. Logan Hall. Gee, yikes. No, you're right, man. It's definitely gee, yikes. You seen this thing? It's out of stock already. Kind of crazy. But yeah, like especially the cheaper versions, they are very, very good watches. G-Shocks, let's be honest, like at that price point, I think G-Shock, then you go into Apple Watch. I think like it's like a G-Shock is the bottom, then it's like Apple Watch, and then it's like automatic Seikos, one of those SKXs, and then you go to higher level. But not that nobody should buy this thing. $1,100. I wanna meet a G-Shock collector. To be honest, I wanna meet someone who's collecting G-Shocks. Actually, I do know a guy. Actually, the guy who sent me a G-Shock, he said he is he's a little G-Shock collector, which is pretty cool. I hope he sends me images of his collection. I would love to see what he's got in there. Marco reminding everybody to upvote. That's right, guys. Please, if you're watching the show, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Check out the membership program. By the way, I know that you guys are all corporatists and love free market. So I released earlier today a review. What kind of review? It's me and JJ. We're looking at JJ's collection. A kind of a JJ's collection review. And it's two parts. The first part is free. And the second part is behind the paywall. That's right. Capitalism at its best. To see the first part, hey, it's free. You can see it. You can watch it, enjoy it. I filmed it months ago, and I just was so busy, couldn't upload it. But I put the second part behind the paywall. That's right, free market capitalism, baby. We'll see. But in a week, JJ will release part 2 on his channel, Gentleman's Hangout, everybody. So you'll be able to see it there. See, I'm not totally unfair. REG, exactly. I got 2 of them. They're just for messing about. Yeah, I do like playing around with it, like just holding it in my hand. It's actually made out of quality kind of plastic. It's cool. Eddie Fu, Tim, pull up OP41 Black Dial. Can this be your one and done? You know what? Even without pulling it up, I'll tell you what. Can this be my one and done? Whew. Hard question. I think you know what? Like, I'm wearing the Explorer 36 mil, and I'm loving the 36 mil. So personally, I would go for OP36. That's right. I'm going against the grain. I would go because I think it's just a little bit too big. As an everyday watch, I think I would get a little bit tired of it. So I would go for the 36. I'm sorry. Personally, you said yes. Can this be my one and done? However, if you're on the girthier side, and if you got more junk in the trunk, this could be a perfect choice. That's right. It's wind and wear. There's no date to fike up the movement. It's beautiful looking. Hey, any color can be any color. It doesn't have to be just the black to be one and done. It could be any of their beautiful color combinations. Let's just look at what do they got? Ooh, they got that. Maybe not orange, but blue could be one and done easily. The Tiffany blue, of course. Green, love the green. Mustard yellow, man. If you love hot dogs, this is the watch for you. And the silver is perfect watch. We got Marco joining us. Hey, just 1 second. Style collector, $5 super chat. Never a one and done in this hobby. Yes, unfortunately, the reality is once you have the OP, you will probably want to get the other one. What is that? Crispy mini.
I swapped out the Pringles,
Wow.
sour cream and onion for these. I gotta tell you guys, these are no Pringles. Fucking terrible, but I'm hungry. What can I do? Compared to Pringles, they're terrible.
We make.
Compared to Pringles.
That's the sacrifices we have to make, Marco, right? The competition, it's double chin to double chin, as I mentioned before. We're gonna see who can lose more weight quicker.
I mean, it's not really a competition, you know? Just to be healthier is the goal.
Yeah. Yep. It's a competition.
And encourage the viewers, guys. You got to get into it.
And we have we're actually on the Discord channel. We are doing a weight loss challenge, so everybody can join in and keep track of their progress over there, which is really cool. You know, to keep the group motivated. I like it. I'm posting images over there of my progress.
I need to be more active on the Discord, Tim.
Yes.
But
you can't put it on your phone?
The value for money. Yeah, but Tim, I like the WhatsApp on my phone. You know what I'm saying? I only open the Discord at night. That's it. But yeah, I have to download on my phone. Let me download on my phone. It'll be better.
Yeah. It's just, you know, for long-term health of the WhatsApp group, you know, because it can get a little bit too crazy. But I think if we get a few more people, it would be really cool. By the way, I'm giving free trials right now. If anybody wants to get a free trial to the Discord, just send me an email. It's no problem. By the way, Marco, Ethan sent you. Did he send you a proof?
No, he didn't send it to me.
What he said? Insane. You replied to Ethan. It's insane.
Oh, that he got it. Well, he didn't send me a proof of it, but he said he sent it to you.
Oh! I got it.
I didn't even enter the raffle.
Your email. Oh, you didn't enter. Ooh. So here's what he got it.
Tim, I have no money for this stuff.
Wow. It's legitimate. It's confirmed. As a winner in the first round, you will have opportunity to purchase either honey or black. Wow. Ask that you confirm your intent to purchase either which within the next 24 hours. Incredible. Amazing. Incredible. Congratulations, Ethan. You are one lucky fiker. Lucky fiker. I tip my hair to you, sir. Incredible. There was probably thousands of people who applied for this. But yeah.
Imagine it was a total disaster and no one applied.
Yeah, that would be
funny too. No,
yeah,
I doubt
people would get pissed over time, I believe. You know what I mean? Like,
right. I mean, you set up 2 days in a row to do it, and then you get told it's some raffle by email. Yeah. It's just bullshit. You know what I mean?
By the way, I couldn't, for the love of God, I couldn't enter the email correctly. I had to email like 4 times because the spelling on it is like, it's so confusing.
Oh, you're entered in the raffle. It's true, right?
Yeah, I am.
Ah.
Mr. Diano, good day, Tim. Good day, Mr. Dino. Sorry, Mr. Dino.
Dino. It's probably
Dino. Pavel, I like how Cryptos is jumping off the bridge, but buying Malaysian leader shitters is a sure thing. Man. Look. Only people who bought the crypto really, really early on and made hella profit, and now using portion of their profit to continue buying are allowed to buy. I think now it's too late. It's too late. It's because all the big players are now in the game, and it's like the casino. Read the story about this lady that went to the casino. She inherited like a couple of $1 million, like $1.5 million, right? And the casino found out that she's like rich. They literally sent limousine to take her to the casino. Like, what the flip? Yeah, they sent the casino sent a limousine to pick her up because they said, "Oh, you're a VIP. You're a VVVIP. You're a very important client." And they were letting her win until one good day when she lost, and then she's like, "No, now I have to win. I have to win to get my money back." And then she got completely robbed. They took everything. So my caution is the people who are the people who are entering this game. They're going in with intent. They're gonna make it look like, like when JJ is saying like, "Oh, I think it will go to 140 and it will come back, and then it will go to 150." It's like, man, they're setting like, there's people who think like they can predict it. It's kind of like, these people who control the waves, right? It's almost like they're trained. You know how to train a dog, Marco?
Yeah, you ever heard of Pavlov's experiment, right?
Exactly. You ring a bell and the dog starts salivating, and then because you ring the bell, you give the dog the food, and he eats. Then you ring the bell the next day.
You train a market how to think and how to react.
And all these people who they're being trained right now. They're in the process of being trained, and when they're so certain, like they know that the next time, because they've been prepared for this, and the people who control it, they're just waiting to make it look like this is a sure bet. Go all in. You will be like, you can invest your 2 million. You will be a billionaire, and then they'll fucking pull it back and get the fuck out. So
I think
I'm worried.
There's 2 things that's wrong. One is the FUD that's often done by the media: fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So there's a lot of fake news always surrounding it.
But the fake news are coming from who controls the media.
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is a lot of guys who are on YouTube and what have you that will tell you, oh yeah, like Bitcoin's going to like this number at this time, or buy Bitcoin, or buy this, buy that. It's the next new thing. And the problem is there's like real human ramifications. Even though people say, oh, I'm not a financial advisor, this isn't financial advice. Like, there's some people who listen to their advice, you know what I mean? And take their advice and do what they say. And so like, or mimic what they do. And I think that's really the biggest problem, is people just follow people blindly and don't educate themselves in what they're getting into before getting into it. You know what I mean? But as long as you do that, then I wouldn't mind.
But these people, right? Like the people who are going to use the system to extract all the wealth, right? They have probably already offices stacked with employees, and they literally, like, because they can control me. They literally can. You know how people get these leaks in Rolex? Like, oh, Rolex is going to do this, going to do that. Like, dude, like if I was that mega rich, if we're talking about a multi-trillion-dollar scam, like how much money is invested in Bitcoin right now? It's like in billions, right?
Yeah, it might be close to trillions, to be honest with you.
That's what I'm saying. Like those people, they have offices stacked. They're synchronizing like the media. They're giving the talking points to the media.
Well, the thing is, Tim, there is a practical application of crypto which is being lost in the conversation. Like, crypto is likely the monetary exchange of the future. I mean, it's just so easy and convenient, Tim. I'm sorry,
but the problem is
it really is.
It's not. It's never about efficiency or convenience, because maybe once the whole planet unites one country, you know what I mean? Like once there's no like United States, Brazil,
Yeah,
Russia.
that's
Once
never gonna
it's
happen,
all
Tim.
one.
But it's okay.
Well, no, I'm not. Well, we never know that, right? Like, who knows what's gonna happen in the future? If we have like a ice age, right, and all the countries get completely fiked, who knows what's gonna happen? So, but let's get back to the watch talk. Eddie Fu, Tim, what's your
Bitcoin is
take?
741 billion. Somebody said hundreds of million. No, it's not. It's hundreds of billions.
Almost a trillion.
Yeah, it's 741, almost a trillion. At
Yeah.
60,000, I'm pretty sure it was over, right?
Yeah.
Probably
So,
over.
so look, I'm just giving. This is my perspective on this, and and then they'll say like, "Oh, what a genius game!" Because like people always come out with their own currencies. Like it's like a whole long history of like invest in this thing. This is the future. It's just it's like everything in life.
How's Shiba Inu doing? Let's check Shiba Inu for our boy, Mr. Two.
Ooh, what? Okay. Wait, 1 second. Wait, what? What happened? Okay, let me just go through the chats. 1 second. Sorry. Eddie Fu, Tim, what's your take on Grand Seiko Shunbun, the Four Seasons edition? Do you think Grand Seiko is like Lexus? Great watch, but no soul. Wow. Yes, I actually, you know what? I kind of do. And let me just bring up these Grand Seiko Four Seasons. Because I understand what they're trying to do. They're pretending like it's such a great technology. But let's be honest, nobody cares about the technology. They're yeah, even these two. They're beautiful dials, but I'm just not a big fan of these movements. You know what?
Well, what are we talking?
I think this is what is this? These are the Grand Seiko movements. That's modern technology. Yeah, this is their. Fuck, what is it called?
That looks like their spring drive movement.
Yeah, spring drive, and this
That's
is also spring drive.
automatic. No, that's a mechanical.
No, that's automatic, high beat, powered.
Yeah,
movement.
that one's mechanical.
Okay. Uses sophisticated modern technology, applying innovation to the precise. Look, I mean, I think they're on the wrong
within
track.
chronometer specs. I don't think, or not the Rolex chronometer specs. It's not that innovative.
Well, they have a really bad brand name. At least Lexus has a good brand name. The brand name, what's hurting them. They have great dials, but like sometimes they fuck this up, like with this power reserve. Like, who cares about power reserve?
Right. Well, I mean, I think listen. I'm starting to like open up about the Grand Seiko name. Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Just accept it and move on. But I agree, it is pretty lazy. The only thing though that I think is still lost on a lot of people who buy Grand Seiko is something JJ brought up a long time ago, which was, if you always make these special, rare, limited edition dials, they stop being so special and rare.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the real issue. You know what I mean? Like, there's only so many different dial concepts one can come up with that are, that they can bring to market and that they're actually viable commercially.
Yeah.
And so eventually what they end up doing is just coming out with the same patterns, but in different colors. So those limited editions that were special just come out in a different color, which they've been doing in increasing amounts, which, I mean, it's not great for the original owners. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
think we're looking at it from the like their take on the industry is completely different from the way the Swiss are looking at the wristwatch industry, right? I don't think we're looking at it as what's the over retail value, how long, what's the longevity of these movements, right? But they're thinking purely from technological perspective.
Well, Tim, it's also how they sell a watch. Grand Seiko sells a watch like this is a rare, exclusive dial. You know what I mean?
That's the problem. They're selling it like it's a Swiss watch, but the way they're approaching the manufacture of the watch is completely different. Right? Like it's almost like they're selling a Lexus, like as if a dealer was selling a Lexus as if it was a Porsche. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't. You know what? No. Like, why don't you like? That's my problem with it. I think that they're copying the
Can't put lipstick on a pig, right? No, I'm just kidding.
no. Technologically, I think these are great watches. I think they have two main negatives. The bracelets with the clasp is bullshit.
I can think of more
Clasps
than
are bullshit.
right.
And
That's already two. Bracelet and clasp are two different things, right?
yeah. No, I think the bracelet is okay, but
What do you think about those, Tim? That has no. You see that how that has no bezel?
Oh, that's weird.
Isn't that weird? Like it's not what you
Did they
normally.
forget to put the? I mean,
No, it's not like a regular kind of case. It's different from regular cases. Like I don't know if it's not like ugly, but I prefer a traditional round watch like that.
Yeah, I mean, but we can't say anything against the dial work and the finishing on the hand.
Amazing.
It's probably at that price point. How are they even doing this? Like, it doesn't even make any sense to me. Like, how great the craftsmanship is on the hour indices and the hands and everything. It just blows my mind. Hello, Captain.
Hello, Tim.
Hey, we're just
how
taking
you
a look
doing?
at Grand Seiko's. I'm kind of, you know what? Like, I'm on. Well, what do you think about the Grand Seiko?
You know, it's a tough call. You know, they love the name, right? So they Marco called it lazy with the Grand Seiko, but
I don't think they love it. I think if they could change it, they would have been like, "Oh my god, if we can try time travel, we would never call it a Grand Seiko."
Because it's not kind of a Japanese culture. We're so proud, you know, of Seiko.
I mean, it was just you know what? Like they took two factories, and one factory was making the lower quality watches, and the other one was making the better quality. So they're like, "Oh well, we're a Seiko company, and we'll just call the other one the Grand Seiko."
I think I'm not a fan of green, so the blue one that you had on before, I think, is one of their nicest pieces, right? And everyone, you know, people love the snowflake. That's what a lot of folks talk about.
We have also a lot of snowflakes in the chat. No,
hey, it's fun to be in the chat, and we can take shots at you guys without participating. You know what I mean? Funny. It's always good to like. Not be in the line of fire, so to speak, and just duck out of the way of the bullets.
Soar Fab Z from Twitch.
That's Tommy.
Tommy. Oh, Tommy. Tim. Why? Oh,
fuck. What does he mean?
Yeah, because you know what, Tommy. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take that off. You're right. I forgot. Okay. Shit.
Ooh,
I'm an idiot.
What'd you do?
I'm not supposed to stream to Twitch.
Why not?
Oh, okay.
Because we're trying to get me a partnership on Twitch.
Yeah.
And for that, I'm not supposed to stream for 30 days. So it resets the average view count.
Okay.
On Twitch.
So now So this is not the GMT.
No, this is not the one. No. Sorry, I'm gonna go back.
Because I think their blue dial GMT is pretty cool. But I love the hands because those are a Patek ripoff.
Gotcha.
Don't you think those Dauphine hands were potentially borrowed?
I'm not actually.
I like them. I like those hands.
Yeah.
Bored by who?
By Grand Seiko.
Wait, but who were they bored by or from?
Patek.
5196.
What?
Yeah.
These are not Dauphine
the
hands.
shape is a little bit different though.
Close.
These aren't not even close.
I actually like those hands. Oh, put us side by side.
Dauphine hands are like a triangle because one side is
Tommy.
and one side is a different finish.
So you said factually, we're going to debate now, Tim. You said that they're not even close. So I want to.
They're not close.
According to you, they're not.
I'll just put them side by side.
So
and we'll see. They're pretty close.
I want the panel to decide because.
But they're different styles. Totally, Tommy. Are Dauphine hands and the Grand Seiko sword hands even remotely close?
Let me make sure. Let me see the pictures before I say.
We have to see. We have to see the right one. Hold on. Let's drill down on this because I could be. I keep an open mind.
Good.
These hands. The The ones on the right are way
thicker. Oh my god! Oh, here we go. I got Tommy now.
They're wider. They're not in a triangle shape. They're just straight. All
right. Is there any similarity? Do you see any sort of?
Yeah, I see a pointy tip at the end. That's about where the similarity ends. I see a pointy tip at the end.
I guess my eyesight's going. But I got to tell you, I like the dial and I like the hands of the Grand Seiko. I'm going to give it that.
What do you think? No, I'm with you. I'm with you on this one, Captain. It's a total ripoff.
Oh yes, I got Tim.
Are you guys crazy?
Dude, look at it. It's exactly the same.
Tim.
Even the hour indices, there's two at the top, and there's two. Look, it's a
First of all, you can't steal Dauphine hands. People have been doing Dauphine hands forever.
Dude,
I agree with that.
Blatant copy.
It's not proprietary to Patek. Patek, I'm sure, copied somebody.
Captain, you are so sharp on this one. Wow.
I know style, man. I may not know a lot, but I know what I see, man. I know what I see.
I think even if we go to just even a different model, we'll see even bigger similarity.
Look, to Marco's
unbelievable.
Point, I'm not going to say. Look, Patek doesn't have they don't have a monopoly on those hands.
Of course.
Right? So
yeah.
Just styly, it looks a little similar to me. That's all.
Oh
and I like them though.
Invent Dauphine hands, and they used to use Breguet hands. They're gonna.
My God.
I rest my case.
Captain,
what are you talking about? They're totally different.
Captain, you are a legend.
Marco, if you didn't know anything about hands and you looked at these, you can definitely see similarities.
But they're not. The way they're finished is totally different.
It's the same watch. It's the same watch, man.
Listen, let's give Marco credit for pointing out that there's different nuances in the hands. But I think, I think I'm right on this one.
I think you're definitely wrong.
Okay.
Wait.
Marco's stubborn, man.
Oh, they're completely different looks, finish wise. I mean, everything is different.
Okay.
That one right there. Scroll up. Not that one. That's a different one.
5296.
That's the one. That's the one.
These are beautiful, by the way. Let's be real. The Patek. See, that's why I wouldn't get Grand Seiko.
Let me bring up that other Patek. I'm sorry, because they're so identical. Grand Seiko and Patek are so the same.
You have to zoom in on the hands, Tim. They're folded. The Patek hands are folded. It's like a triangle, and they're finished differently on both sides.
Zoom in. Even the back of the second hand is identical. Wow.
How is it identical?
Look at this. Look. Oh my God. I can't zoom it in because it doesn't zoom. Oh, look at even the shaping on the hour hands.
And everybody in the watch industry does this. What do you mean?
Look at the shaping over here. You see that? The triangles, right? You look at this. Boom, it's the same as on the Calatrava. Wow.
What do you mean? They do diamonds,
Tim.
You
know what?
It's triangles versus diamonds. Totally different.
You know what?
What is he doing when Tim says, what's that word you use? Not gerrymandering. You're not gaslighting. What's that other one? Straw manning.
Straw manning.
You're straw manning, Marco. Stop it.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe it.
Oh,
they do have very similar styles.
Look, Frank Gerard, he's talking about the different types of hands, right? Leaf hands, syringe hands, baton hands, Dauphine hands, sword hands, cathedral hands. Interesting.
Cathedral.
Keep reading.
Only a few ways you can make hands.
And read the next comment. Those are generic features. Exactly, guys. You can't copy somebody's handset. Otherwise, everyone copied Breguet hands.
I'm just saying that they look very similar. And
I don't think they copied anyone. I just think they're similar looking. Yeah. But there's also other types of hands. There's alpha, arrow, all sorts of stuff.
Omega, beta, epsilon.
5 beta.
By the way,
look
at this sector dial.
The tri-lambs. If you guys ever saw,
my God,
Nerds. What's that movie?
Revenge of the Nerds.
tri-lens.
The same watch.
Clap your hands, everybody!
What are you talking about?
And everybody,
sector dial. Look at the sector dial. It's a blatant ripoff. Unbelievable.
That is good. That is funny. Dude, come on. I'm done.
Oh man.
But I'm just having fun, guys. I'm just kind of trolling a little bit. We're just trying to have fun. You know what I mean? Things don't have to be 100% identical to be the same. It can be 96% identical, and we can say it's the same. Marco, point it is out there only 4%, and it's completely different.
It is completely different. What do you mean? The shape of the hands are different. The finishing of the hands are different. That's more than 4%.
Those are leaf hands on the
by the way,
right?
We're going to argue percentages now. We're going to be like, I think it's 85. I think it's 72.
By the way, I'm just going to tell you something. In like design industry, you can copy everything except the Patek Philippe. The Patek Philippe. You cannot copy the logo. You can copy everything else. So it's just the fact that it's not illegal. What they're doing is not illegal.
No, it makes it. I got to tell you, if you're a fan of those types of hands, and I am. Grand Seiko, it makes for a compelling price point.
Yeah,
everybody
wants to be Patek, so it's not surprising. I mean, but like you look at the dials are amazing as well. Patek is just very traditional.
And you know what?
Find if they have
for
a
the retirement.
they have
a. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
See, you defend their hands, and then you say they're for the retirement.
For VC guys, VC is my brand. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, look at this! I think our good friend Donald has this one right here. Like when it loads,
like baton hands,
right?
Yeah,
look at that.
Gorgeous.
Very unique. Nobody made what's it called? The chronograph pushers this way.
Tim, I can tell you why nobody made it that way.
Because nobody has rocks in their heads. But it is very, very unique. You know what I'm saying?
I hope he's not watching, poor guy.
No.
Look at that dial.
No,
Jesus.
It's very steampunk.
Right.
Of course he is. He watches every episode. Danger Will Robinson is asking thoughts on tomorrow morning's Tudor release. By the way, maybe I'll be able to wake up for the release. Who knows?
Wait, what time is it at?
It's at 7 in the morning.
Oh God, it's too early, man.
I gotta say, here's one thing I'll say about the Tudor release, and I'm not making a prediction of what they're going to come out with, though. I did.
Yeah, make a prediction. We want a hard stance, Captain.
Well, I am on
beta soy boy.
I will. I mean, I am on record as saying that the Ranger / Everest, I'm sorry, Explorer will be. That's what I think it might be, but who knows? We'll see.
Will be what? You didn't finish the sentence.
I said it's going to be an Explorer, like a Ranger, a revamp. Shit. They're going to come out with a Ranger or
like a 369. Expand.
Yeah.
What do you mean by Explorer?
Yes, a 369, like the Ranger.
Oh my God, I know what it's going to be.
Redo.
I know what it's going to be, guys.
They discontinued the Tudor Ranger. I think I think it may have been a couple of years ago. So they're going to come out with a Ranger, or they may even, I don't know if they could call it an Explorer. They probably wouldn't. But that's my
well, they only do the 369 on the bronze Tudor Black Bay. That's it.
I know what it's going to be, guys. I realize I know what it's going to be. It's going to be this Black Bay 36 in two-tone.
That's actually
because they don't have these Black Bays in two-tone. They have everything else, and it matches perfectly with the Rolex. Like Rolex released the two-tone Explorer 1, and think about it. Last year they had that ugly two-tone Chrono. Every year they had something in two-tone.
Mm-hmm.
But this year, no two-tone. They kept it secret because
I like the way they do that too. By the way, the marketing and their webpage with the smoke, talk about ripoffs. The just one more thing.
You know why they did the smoke? Because if you pull the camera just a little bit back, it's just two guys smoking two doobies, like Elon Musk on one side, Joe Rogan on the other, and they're just blowing smoke at each other, coming up with the idea. I can see it right there.
What
like
are you talking about?
Just one more thing. Yeah, 36 Tudor Ranger, 36 mil Tudor Ranger.
A two-tone Tudor Ranger.
And you know what? I like that. That's even
exactly. It's got to be funky. They got to bring some life back into Tudor.
Yeah. Just one more thing.
I don't know what happened. How did the brand cool off so much? Doesn't make sense. Yeah. Maybe it's just because everything else is so hot. So hot. Just everything is on fire. You know what I mean?
They're just not a brand that's going to explode like Rolex in prices. You know, if they maintain the price,
total ripoff right here.
Oh. Black dial, Tim. How could they steal the black dial?
The black dial with white indices.
Come on,
it's a blatant.
That's
a blatant ripoff.
What a copy.
That's a lawsuit.
I'll take the one on my left.
Me too.
Oh my God.
Thank you very much. That's the problem with Grand Seiko, right? Is because even if they're watch people's watches, right? They're like real watch nerd watch.
Bears comment, Tim?
To begin, Tudor is releasing watch in cooperation with Marina Nationale. So obviously it cannot be Ranger. That's right. And as I say,
oh, Captain, seems like you're wrong again.
Wrong. It's gonna be.
I guess we have 9 hours and 47 minutes
two-tone
to find out.
It'll definitely not be a Black Bay 36 two-tone.
Yeah. What do you think about this one? A bronze two-tone.
So let's make
bronze.
Let's
a
make
bronze two-tone. That would be awful.
Two-tone
That's
bronze.
What Oris does.
We've even heard of it.
Oris?
Yeah, exactly. They'll be the first ones to do it.
Ooh.
What a
Oris has done it.
groundbreaking
That would be
achievement.
Oris has done it, Tim.
Oris
did a two-tone bronze?
Yeah, they did.
Oh.
With bronze middle links. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. I'm sure the chat knows.
Let's see. I'll take the Paddock. Of course, THX.
I'll tell you this. It doesn't matter what watch they're releasing. I'm not buying it. So therefore it really...
They did. Oris 65 two-tone bronze. I knew they did it. Here, I'll pull it up.
Yeah, pull
Let's
it up.
see how this thing looks.
It's actually not ugly, except then when you find out that it's bronze, it's like, ugh.
Watches Global V2 $5 super chat. Someone's ringing the bell. Someone's bell is ringing. Yeah. Somebody has the bell ringing in the back.
Yeah, I hear that too. I was wondering. I was like,
I just heard one sound. I didn't know what it was though.
It's the captain. Captain.
Yeah.
What's that doorbell? What's that bell?
Is he guilty?
It's his ringtone.
You shouldn't hear anything anymore, hopefully.
Okay.
But I've heard that before on others, so I'm not the only one that's happened to. You know what it is? I'll tell you right now. When you have the laptops, the new laptops, and I just upgraded the operating system for Apple.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, a lot of bullshit starts happening with your computer. You know what I mean?
Big mistake.
Shite you never knew, would happen starts happening. Notifications that you never wanted, you start getting, and that's
like getting all these weird pop-ups.
It's insane.
Yeah,
and
Google, it works at half the speed.
Google is also a big. I'm getting all the notifications from Google. What Marco's having for breakfast, when is he going for a run, what's his weight at. It's a lot of information.
By the way, Tim, can I just say something? Since I started the diet, you know what I've been craving? It's the weirdest fucking thing.
What?
Subway sandwiches.
Ooh.
I don't know why. I just want a Subway steak sandwich.
I haven't heard words Subway sandwich in like
mixed
5
herbs
years.
and Italian bread, Southwest dressing, and all dressed, like all the toppings. You got them all except for the spinach.
But it's 0 calories. That's the most amazing thing. That stuff is so low calorie. Like it's amazing. You know what?
Guys, I don't know why I want a Subway sandwich so badly. Like I've been asking my mom for like the past week. Like, let's go to Subway. Let's go to Subway. But
Subway's good, man. I'm a
$5 foot long.
I've never had a Subway sandwich.
Man, I remember. By the way, you know that $5 foot long thing? It almost ruined the company. Almost make them bankrupt.
What planet does Tommy live
on? Oh
no.
Bear Clooney says, as a proper right winger, you should be boycotting. No more Subway, guys. Sorry, I officially don't like Subway anymore. I don't want Subway sandwiches.
What Subway is like a left wing company?
I have no idea, Tim. This is news to me.
I don't know.
I support Chick-fil-A, guys. Chick-fil-A.
Oh no, but they betray. They're traitors to your kind.
We don't have any Chick-fil-A in Canada.
I don't give a crap with their politics. They just taste good.
It's so amazing. Yeah, even when they were like anti homosexuals, gay people were like, "This is fantastic." You know, like
it's the best.
They might be anti-gay, but I don't care. The chicken tastes delicious. I need to practice my gay voice.
I think it sounded pretty good. I don't know.
Tim, I can't believe you just said that. You're gonna practice it.
But it was
even you develop. You know?
I mean, Chick-fil-A is so good. You'll be like, you know what? Let's keep those all anti-gay laws. But let's have the Chick-fil-A. It's worth it. It's worth it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Come on.
Oh my goodness, that's terrible.
What happened?
Jesus Christ.
What?
Jesus.
The former spokesman of Subway.
Oh yeah, you didn't know that?
Yeah, was sentenced to more than 15 years in prison for trading in child pornography and having sex with underage prostitutes.
Wait, is that Jared? Are you talking about Jared?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, the Jared Fogel guy.
That guy. Yeah. Oh my God!
Did you hear about that guy?
I didn't know this.
I mean, he got so rich from Subway, but he was just like a spokesman. He's not CEO or anything.
No.
And they didn't know. I mean, I don't know. Did they know? Maybe not. Who knows? Probably they did.
Just a spokesman, I don't think so.
Yeah, he was like he was in ads. He was just a fat guy who lost a bunch of weight while eating sandwiches, and they were like, "Let's give this guy $10 million." And the guy's like, "Of course, sure. I'll use this money to fulfill all my dark fantasies." You know what I mean? Like
movies too.
It happened 8 years ago. Exactly, guys. Like, how am I supposed to know this stuff? Come on. You know how quick
I
can't remember what I did.
Guys, come on.
Guys, I can't even remember what I did last Monday. You think you remember something that happened 8 years ago? Like, forget it.
Yeah, they fired him. Yeah, but when did they fire? Did they fire him when they found out?
Definitely.
Or after? Or they were like, let's keep him around until it blows up on the media.
Did they try to cover it up? Was there a cover-up involved?
Well, that actually happened. You're laughing, but that happened with what's his name? The guy from Google. What was that guy's name? Andy Lasser or something like that?
I never heard about that.
He got paid out. Yeah, he got paid out. I'm pretty sure. Here, let's look it up. Andy.
Yeah, usually like this company would be like, "Hey, come on, man, don't be so." And Bear says the new Subway spokesperson is a left-wing extremist, Megan Rapinoe.
Andy Rubin, that's his name.
Andy Rubin. AT&T spokesperson.
Oh, Andy Rubin. Was he one of the founders? I know it was Bryn and Sergey Brin and Larry.
Sure. But he got paid out.
Larry Page. Larry Page. So. Andy Rubin.
Yeah.
There he is.
Rubin.
Chappaqua, New York.
William Money. I haven't had Subway in a while. Is garbage? No, it's not garbage. It's really good. It's just Subway. That it's got very expensive. Now the Subway sandwich is like $10. Like what the?
Tim, you know what I do now? I think
the
veggie sub. Just get the veggie sub. The veggie sub.
I think their turkey is really good too. It's processed, but like it's good.
By the way, By the way, I'll tell you, like, you know, I remember why I
How could the
eating.
turkey be disgusting and you want to have like
no.
The steak is good. The steak is good.
Come on, man.
No. I'll tell you what happened.
Come on, man.
Well, no, I'll tell you a story of what happened to me one time when I was at the subway. Right, we used to live in Queens, like a long time ago with my wife. Right, and we used to buy Subway like every day before going to school. And this one morning, we walk in there. We're starting to order stuff, and then the ladies behind the counter, they're like, "Health inspector is coming. Health inspector is coming." And just in front of us, they're starting to take all the meat and throwing it into the garbage. Like, what the what the heck?
You know who's the Subway spokesperson now?
They were feeding us
the
spoiled
U.S. women's national
meat.
team, Tim. That girl, what's her name?
I didn't hear it. But Marco, did you hear?
No.
That's disgusting.
These sons of bitches were feeding spoiled stuff because they knew that when that meat gets swabbed, it was probably spoiled. So after that, I was like, fuck this. I mean, it was probably that location, obviously, you know. I mean, because each location is different.
Yeah,
but who knows? Who knows? It's just, I know that, like, it made me sick.
You should have told the health inspector.
I know, right? Like, hey, they threw meat into the garbage in front of us. But I was back then, I was not as left wing. Now I'll be like, shut this motherfucker down.
Yeah, okay. To be a good
because
person.
they can kill someone, you know?
Tim is going now he'll go in like covert, right? With the
he'll go in like this, right? Like, think about this.
Those like this, right?
I know, I understand.
With the camera, and they'll be like, gotcha, bitches.
But food poisoning is like they can kill someone. Somebody can take your sandwich, take it home with them, eat it before going to sleep, and never wake up. So I don't want that, you know, blood on my hands.
That's true.
So, and you know, and it was like there was like the owner, and she was helping the other salesperson throw that stuff out. So, you know, do it again.
You know what? Yeah, they're like co-conspirators. You know what I mean? It starts from the top, and then the person who's just making the sandwich.
That's how it works, Kevin.
Yeah. You know, they're conspiracy. They're part of the conspiracy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can't just say
participating.
They're participating, man. They are co-conspirators, and they should be shot.
Well, I don't think they should be shot, but
no.
Whatever. Like
they shouldn't be shot. They shouldn't be shot. That's only if you're in Singapore.
I mean, if they're selling
shot.
If they're selling expired food, they could poison someone.
It's bad. It's bad.
And there's a reason we have health inspectors.
But you know what? I mean? People look. There's some rotten apples in Denmark. You know what I mean? There's some bad apples out there. You know.
Who are we talking about?
People are just mean spirited. They're just not. They don't have morals, man. There's a lot of people who just don't have common decency and morals. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm not holier than thou either. Like, you know, you make mistakes. You do the wrong thing sometimes. You know, you try to do the right thing.
Well, they probably would pay.
You should try to improve as a human being as you get older. I mean,
where did Denmark come from?
I think first they would
I made that up.
You know what I mean? And they would never sell expired food again. I don't think they would risk, because like I think the second fine would be much higher. You know, you get caught one, then you're like, you know what? I took that risk. First one is a freebie. You can sell poisoned food to the customer. You get one freebie. The second fine would be like $10,000. Like, get fucked. And the third one, they'll shut you down. I don't know. I don't know actually what the law is.
Yeah, just one death. That's okay. It's a freebie.
Yeah, exactly.
I got to tell you, I like the meatball sub too. Paulwy.
Wow.
Meatball sub. They're pretty good.
I love Wawa. Wawa's meatball subs are incredible.
Oh yeah, they got good ones.
Yeah, I love Wawa.
Wawa's cool. I don't think I've had a meatball sub there.
What kind of subs does Tony Nico like? Because he is a huge food fanatic. I never seen him post any subs though. Man, you guys are making me hungry for a sub right now.
Uber Eats.
This is not good for the weight loss challenge.
It's horrible. It's horrible. I would go for like an all-American sub right now. It's so good, but it's like so much meat. Every single meat they've got with American cheese.
Ooh.
Damn.
Do you know American cheese is like not cheese? Isn't it like some processed crap?
Yeah, that's why it tastes delicious.
It is good.
You know what I haven't had in a while, but I used to have a lot when I was younger, is a BLT.
Ooh,
with mayo on toasted bread.
I had some a couple days ago.
Oh, it's good.
Oh my god, classic, New York classic. Egg and cheese, BLT.
Egg and cheese, yes.
Or you just go to the place you mentioned before, Tim. Katz's Deli. Katz's Deli, and just.
Ooh. I love Katz's Deli
with K, right?
New York.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Gotta say, I want to know what's gonna be this Tudor. Are we gonna be surprised or disappointed?
Do you think that shouldn't more watch companies, rather than rolling out all the watches, during Watches and Wonders, do what Tudor is doing and kind of like maybe stagger the releases during like a quiet period, because then everyone will talk about the piece.
Yeah. Well,
no competition.
No, I disagree. Cap, it's a constant competition for people's dollars.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about this new Presage?
You release your products at the same time as other people, so it competes directly for sales.
Wow.
Because people generally want the new hot thing, right?
Yeah.
It's basic sales psychology.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm using reverse psychology.
Well, your reverse psychology is reverse-minded because it's just dumb. No, I'm just kidding.
Tim thinks both of your psychology is bullshit.
Exactly.
It's mind.
Who wrote that?
Mind fakery.
Who wrote that, Captain? Where'd you get that reverse psychology?
I'm not using it. All I'm saying is,
I don't know what that means.
If some of these brands that get lost in the shuffle, like all of a sudden drop 10 pieces, all the watch community's head would explode at the same time. They'd get all this attention. Whereas we might not, we talk about every brand. We're not discriminating against one brand or another, but maybe we don't get, maybe one brand wouldn't get as much attention, right? Because Rolex, you're not going to compete with Rolex or Patek.
No.
Yeah.
Why not?
Toyota Mo, the worst food poisoning I ever got was 5 years ago when from Subway, I ordered the pastrami. I haven't been back to Subway ever since. It was probably the same fucking place. Probably because I didn't say anything.
Smoked meat, right?
Oh, yeah.
Pastrami and smoked meat is the same thing?
Pastrami?
Yeah, pastrami, smoked meat is the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, Montreal has amazing smoked meat, guys. That's one thing we are very lucky.
By the way, the first food that my wife ever made for me, she poisoned my ass. Almost killed me.
And then
it was on purpose.
And you knew, and you still
She's been making up for it ever since.
You still went through with it. This is before you were married or after you were married?
Was it before? And she made some Korean food, but she didn't put it in the refrigerator, and then she just reheated it. Like, what the hell? She said, I didn't think it was gonna go bad so quickly. And they almost murdered me. I had massive fever. It was just like I was dying.
Hey, Shane has a good comment, Tim. You see the one on the camping golf trip?
Yeah. Oh, it's the wrong one. Sorry. Wait, what happened? Shane went to camping golf trip. Wow. In Shower Tree and Palm Spring. Had my girlfriend order the salmon Corona. Well, I was gone. What do you all think? I think you're a legend. That's the one I wanted to get. Like, if I could travel back in time, I wouldn't get the Ming. I would get the Corona instead. The hype train was good though, but personally, I prefer Corona.
Joshua Tree is awesome, man.
Yeah,
great.
That's a great trip, man. He does camping, golfing, and Joshua Tree.
Astrophotography, Tim, is perfect there. Joshua Tree.
Joshua Tree. Let me write it down. Places to visit, Joshua Tree.
That paper will be thrown out after the show.
I don't remember anything. You know what I mean? It's like I have to. Joshua.
I have not, Leo. I have not.
Joshua Tree. Okay. Has the panel checked out Tudor chrono in person? No, not yet. But I think the dimensions are the same as the old one, or no?
No, it's same size but different thickness.
Wow. Then it's perfect. Because the old one, I thought the old one was perfect. If this one is even a little bit more compact, then I will like it. I'm almost sure. Also, Papa said, I never had food poisoning or a broke bone in my life. Man, you're missing out. You're missing out. The best part is getting up from, like, getting food poisoning, then having to go to the bathroom, and on the way to the bathroom, breaking a leg or something. That is just like cherry on top of a cake.
Sounds gonna give.
By the way, I remember when a kid in my school fell from a tree. Okay, but it was back in Ukraine. This kid, he climbed up like this pear tree, and the branch. The guy was a jackass, and then the branch just give way, and the tree just said, "Fuck you, get out of here." And he fell like a couple of stories. The tree was really tall. It's like 3 stories.
Oh man!
And yeah, he broke the leg. It was so cringe looking. And there's no hospitals in Ukraine, so they had to kind of drive him like really far away. Like they had to get a guy who has a car in town, because there's like 3 guys that actually had cars. And man, it was all like his leg was all fucked up. Oh my god!
So I've been testing out, because someone in the chat mentioned that that they knew someone or a friend had a Tudor chrono break. They heard it broke in 2 days.
Yeah.
So I've been using this, and I wear it. I'm left-handed, and I wore it, on my left hand, like most people wear watches. So I hit like 65 or 70 golf balls, and I went swimming with this watch as well.
Nice.
Because I want to test the movement.
Very cool. Very cool.
Nice.
And so far,
no problems, right?
Still going strong. No problem.
Oh, Tiormo says he broke a leg playing football. American football. Is there any other football?
Soccer is known as football. You should know that, Tim. You're from Ukraine.
Yeah. People, I was a goalie.
Whoa!
It's the filter. He turned on the filter.
No,
or maybe that's the party time. That's his.
He has a ring light. Captain has a ring light. He's fully invested.
No, that's the light when chicka wah wah.
Okay.
I do have a. See what I did? I just switched up.
You have a red light.
Camera angles right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I need to do that.
I have a Lume Cube.
I need to have an overhead camera so that I can show people like watch or fragrances, and then have a sideways like camera from here, just from the back of my head, like show my beautiful hair, and a toilet camera when I go to the bathroom.
What the fuck? Oh god.
Just the whole.
If you don't like what's going on, like if someone you're having a disagreement, you just flush the toilet and be like, "You're done."
Oh yeah. Oh, Jubilee was a goalie as well. Wow, very nice, very nice. I remember one time I made this kid so angry because I was catching like every ball. He started shooting like these bullets. Man, people get really angry when they can't score a goal. Logan Hall, I tore my left ACL. Skateboarding had to be like. Skateboarding is so dangerous. You need to know how to fall. There's a skill to falling.
I bought one of those electric skateboards, and this was like not too long ago, a couple of years ago.
Are you trying to die?
Huh?
Are you trying to die?
What?
Are you trying to die?
I don't know. Yeah.
You fall flat on your face.
I gotta tell you, man, it lasted for. I gave it away because it lasted like 5 minutes. I tried to because I had used one.
It looks easy. It looks easy.
And it's like this thing just went, man, and it went right over like a bush, and I fell like right on my ass. And I'm sitting there like with my legs up. I'm like, all right, this is done, man.
Nice.
It was nice though.
I have one as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hold on.
If you know how to use it, I can see those things being really fun.
Yeah. No, I mean it did take some practice, but let me see if I have some footage. Because I recorded a little bit. Small.
I don't think they were designed for bigger boned people,
No, they're quite dangerous. I mean, it looks so simple. You look at a video of some wanker riding it, and you go like, "Oh, anyone can do it." But then you step on it, and you go like, "Wait a minute, this is a death. This is like I'm driving to my death right now. This is gonna end. It's gonna end my life."
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so funny.
It's something I think you should start when you're like 10 years old.
Yeah, but if you know how to ride a little bit, then you know what? Like it is quite easy. It's easier if you know how to ride it a little bit. If you don't know how to ride it, man, you're asking for trouble. Where's the fucking video?
Toyota Mo. Not designed for old white guys.
No, damn right. You got to have 4 wheels. I guess that may have had 4 wheels, but not, no engine, or at least not a car engine.
And that's spread out enough.
Not safe. Not safe.
Oh, you know what? This video, it's not good.
Oh wow, what is that? Is that you on the thing?
Yeah, but the video is not, wait. The first of all, video didn't load. Okay, whatever. It doesn't. There's nothing. It's just I'm holding a camera.
Gimbal.
But you can't even see it, right? It's just
wow,
bad angle
on the street.
Look at how fast he's going.
Well, because it's like a really fast video, but
that's incredible. Like, no, I gotta say, because I've seen those videos of people doing that. That is not easy, and you know the problem. So you're not concerned about the cars and anything or anything.
No.
All right.
I would be.
Well, half of them are on their cell phone.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was holding a camera while doing it, because you have to in one hand you have to hold the camera, the other one you have to hold the thing. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I should make some videos before. I want to get rid of it. I want to sell it to some other wanker who has a death wish. And get my money back, because it's like it's worth like $500. So I need to get rid of it and put the money towards YouTube. Don't you think so? Don't you think? Like it makes more sense. It just makes sense. And now because there's shortage of these boards, I can get like a really good price for it. So I should do it before it's too late. If anybody in the chat wants to buy a boosted board for their kids, I'm selling one. But just say goodbye to them before you give to. No, I'm just fucked up. It's a kind of fucked up thing to say, but yeah, you shouldn't don't fuck around with it. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. Pav, I don't agree with Tim's politics, but I can understand his positivity. But sorry, not positivity. His position. If I lived in USA, I'd be bankrupt. Ooh, you guys don't pay enough taxes. Free healthcare in rich countries should be standard. Yeah, of course. I mean, the reason healthcare system is designed this way in the United States, it's designed to bankrupt rich people. You know what I mean? Not designed for old white guys. Yep. Man, that thing, it looks a lot of fun.
Thank you, Toyota.
Yeah, are those boosted boards still for sale? Hold on.
The one I got wasn't boosted, but it was similar. It was I forgot what I don't remember the brand name because I got rid of it so fast. Mm-hmm. Your head would spin, but it was not. It was quick. It was quick. And Dodger mentions an electric bicycle. Yeah, I have one of those too. That's that's pretty fun too. That can get up to like, I think they put a limiter on it, but 20 miles an hour.
The big one is sold out.
Ooh,
the Mini X is on sale. Holy shit. Look at this. The Mini X goes cheaper than the Mini S. That's ridiculous. Oh, I think it's used though. Hold on. I'm sorry. I think this is used. This got to be used. In stock. It's not? Because they do sell used.
It says new.
New, yes. Wow. Good time to buy. Hey, there you go, guys.
Do they just sell so quickly that's why they're all sold out?
That's amazing. Look at this. The used one is only $400. What? Refurbished one is... Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Used one is $600. No. New is $1,000. Used is $600. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
You would buy $1,000 skateboard. Tim, people buy $1,000 skateboards for real?
Yeah, I did.
New Yorkers do, yeah.
You bought $1,000 skateboard, Captain?
It was pretty. Yeah, it wasn't. They weren't cheap, man.
For 2 seconds of fun.
I didn't realize it was this expensive.
Basically, the captain paid $1,000 to fall on his ass.
Yeah.
Tim, you know those you know those things that you like step on and they like carry you? What are they called? The segways or something like that?
Subways?
Yeah, the hoverboards. The
segways. Yeah.
Those segways? Yeah, like those are a couple $100, right? They're not like $1,000.
No, they're more.
Those are expensive, man. Like more.
Are you for real? What the fuck?
Yeah, those are hella expensive.
Jesus Christ. I didn't know this, Tim. This is
but look how much fun this thing is. 1 second. Why are they showing her?
Vice President.
Look at this. You see how amazing that is?
Yeah.
So much fun. The captain was trying to be one of these wankers. He's like, I'm going to be this guy who's doing a wheelie.
No worries, Captain. Next up is a Harley Davidson.
This is the one I have.
I was in my.
You gotta get a Harley, Captain.
On the
full midlife crisis experience.
On the kill list is the next on the death wish list is a Ducati. A Ducati.
There you go.
I've never had a Ducati.
That's nice.
But you'd have to do it like if you
get a 3.
Oh, I've seen those. Those are nuts. You ever see these?
Yeah, but they're expensive. Way too expensive.
$1,000 for a skateboard. Yep, that's the cheapest one. Is $1,000.
Yeah, I didn't realize they were this expensive, Tim. I thought like skateboards were like a couple $100 at most.
Yeah. No, this is really expensive. But it's hella fun. If you know what you're doing, it's hella fun.
You know what's
the not fun part is they actually so heavy. So when you run out of battery, you're kind of fiked.
Tim, you know what's trendy when I was in high school? It was 2 things. Either a longboard. I like the longboard better because you can maneuver easier. But the other one that was really, really trendy was the shortboard. You know those really short ones?
You know what she's doing? She's carving. She's carving when they do. It's kind of like surfing.
So funny.
I love
hearing
that Steven is the one explaining these terms to us.
You know, if I can dig out, I'm going to try to dig out the video when I actually was doing it on a my brother-in-law's brother-in-law. Is that even a thing? Yeah. He had them like when we were like on not a street, like a street where no cars were, right?
Yeah.
And I literally, I mean, I was crawling. These kids are flying, and I'm like, like trying to go down like a block. It was taking me. I was probably going 5 miles an hour. It's hilarious. If I could dig that out, I'll send it to you guys.
Cool.
We'll get it up there. We'll get it up there. You'll see me carving.
Carving. Wow, that's gonna be too much fun. Oh, Paul, Tim, I saw a few comments on Rolex forum saying that Daytona's on oysterflex. Let's bring one of these fuckers up. Rolex.
Yeah, I don't agree with this at all, Tim. And we'll get into it, I guess.
Collectible at very high value in 10 to 15 years. You know who's saying this? The people who
oysterflex owners.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim, didn't they make Daytonas on leather straps? What were those? Failures to launch? You know what I mean?
They were disaster.
Right, like, listen, why aren't those collectible, but these ones will be? Explain that one.
Because these guys, they will start a trend. They will start an Instagram trend. And everybody, you know how everybody only wants... But you know what? It is a beautiful watch. Say whatever you want, but like, you know what? It's a beautiful watch. You should get it if you really like it. I can actually appreciate how, the modern look of it. It's expensive. It probably, it can become super valuable. And you know what? I love the look. Wow. This is probably my favorite one because of the contrast. You got the, like Paul Newman is great. But it's, you know what? I think it's overhyped. The Paul Newman is a little bit overhyped because it's more rare dial. But out of all of these, I think this one is the most beautiful. Out of yellow gold. If we go into rose gold, it's got to be, I think, the white chocolate dial.
Ooh, that's good too.
Yeah, let's see. Let's go back. Let's go like this. If it's on the oysterflex, the chocolate dial. Oh yeah. By the way, you know that they updated this dial this year. They fixed some things. Like I was at the AD and I asked them like, why the hell is this thing in here? They already have it. And my AD said, oh, you know what? They fixed up some things that we can't see. Like they don't send these to us to show to customers unless they changed something. So, but they didn't know. But he didn't know what. Like he couldn't identify. It's like, it's just, I don't have. He's like, I don't have another one to compare it to, so it'll be hard to say. But there's something that they did that. They cleaned something up. It's hard to say. But I do prefer the chocolate dial more because I think it's more the contrast. The contrast is a little bit better. You look at this. Oh yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Me?
Yeah, what will be your reaction if AMC stock short squeezes and you paper hands it, Tim? You paper hands the stock.
It's not gonna happen. The ultra rich will not let it happen the second time.
It's up 13% today.
What is its value right now?
1368. It just needs to get over that 1450 mark. Once it gets over that 1450,
why is the 1450 such an important number?
Because there's huge sell walls.
Come on, that's their. You know what?
The institutions
they're doing
the stock
Pavlov dog.
Over that.
They're doing Pavlov dog on you guys, because like before, you know what? When it happened the first time, when the GME stock went up, they weren't prepared for this. But now they have a room set up where they're following all this shit.
And there's another one. There's another one that has like 30% short interest that they're looking for it to squeeze too. I think it's SPCE. It's up big today.
You know, Robinhood will just shut down.
Yeah, Virgin Galactic, exactly. Yeah. It's up 30% today, Tim. Is that good?
What?
Did you see Virgin Amazon Galactic is buying MGM for $9 billion?
I saw that.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Man, I'm surprised those antitrust watchdogs haven't gone after Amazon many times.
I mean, they're getting a kickback from them. Why would they? Well, what are you talking about?
It's not a problem to be in different industries. It's the problem is if it's all in one industry, So like Amazon itself is different than Whole Foods and different than MGM,
Thomas G, forget stocks, get Shiba.
Yeah, but
Shiba Inu coin. What is Shiba Inu coin?
Oh, it's the one that Mr. 2 has.
Dogecoin competitor that
Dogecoin 2.0.
Wow, how much is it? What's the worth of it?
Oh, like less than less than a half a cent, like way less than half.
Okay, then that's the one to get. Because if it's gonna go up, oh yes, Shiba Inu. That's it. You know what? I'm gonna buy some
yesterday, and it's up big today.
It's up big
today. I don't know about SHIB, but a lot of them were up. I mean, like
$17.
Yeah, it's up 30% today.
Wow.
Yeah. They all go the same way. The crypto, AMC, SPACs, they all trade the same direction.
Really? Let's see, Coinbase. Let's see.
Once AMC short squeeze, I'm getting into crypto, guys. Getting into crypto. This is all my swing trade account, by the way. Please don't do it with your retirement portfolios. But what was I going to say, Tommy? The problem is if they start getting in all the markets, right? They have so many resources, they could crush the competition like cockroaches.
Well, yeah.
So that's the real issue. That's why I'm saying there's no antitrust watchdogs. It's fine if they go into different industries, but the problem is the power that Amazon wields because their ability to raise capital, and two, their ability to invest that capital is far beyond what anybody else can do in the respective industries they enter in, right? So
sure.
But so how is it not being targeted? Because they just become the market leader in all industries they enter because they have far more resources than all the competing firms.
Well, the reason why that the market leader in those industries, though, it isn't like they're the only player in the industry and then they're jacking up prices 20, 30, 40%, price gouging. I mean, most of the time, like Whole Foods, it's because that's quote unquote the luxury, grocers, all natural, all this, expensive, but that's what it is. It's always been that way. MGM, I doubt they're going to change much. It's just a way for them to integrate their Amazon video. I can't think of an industry where they've came in and it negatively impacted people, like consumers. It did impact competition, but that's a good
thing.
Right,
but that's the thing. That's what I just mentioned, right?
It's bad for that's like Walmart. Walmart does that too.
Well, here's the thing, though. Negatively affected people. It's you're not taking into consideration like all the variables. You're just looking at
consumers.
Yeah, not even that. Like you're thinking about this long term, whereas Amazon, like they're not even making profit. I think like if you look at the profitability of the company, Walmart is making more profit because Amazon's goals they're different because like they don't want to make profit because they have to pay what's it called? They have to pay
Uber isn't profitable either. A lot of companies are.
So they have all these loopholes, but their goal is not to be profitable. Their goal is to basically literally take over and own all other companies. And then they'll make profit. Once they're monopoly, they'll jack up the prices.
Once they're monopoly, they're violating laws.
Turmo says we nickname Whole Food Whole Paycheck at my work.
Nice. Whole paycheck.
When Whole Foods.
But there's an argument to be made. I mean, they might not be violating laws directly, but they're affecting entire industries. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. That's why they should be broken up. They should be broken up. I don't think companies should be that big.
I think.
Well, of course, Whole Foods should be Whole Foods. Amazon shouldn't be owning.
What company are we talking about? Oh, Amazon.
Yeah.
There's no problem with owning Whole Foods.
Well, it depends. I mean, here.
I think
are they going to use? Are they going to use the Whole Foods? So they're keeping it as basically groceries, or might they do something where they integrate it?
Well, it's because also they have the distributors from Amazon,
right?
Like Amazon, not distributors. Sorry, the suppliers. They use the same suppliers, so they have an integrated supply chain.
Think about this way: the way Amazon operates over time, in 10, 20. I don't know, maybe it'll take them 30 years. They'll be owning all other businesses. Like literally, their business model is to
maybe not all other businesses, but they'll be industry leaders in all industry.
They'll either kill other competitors or they will buy up their competitors. Like their business model is to own everything.
I'm not okay with that. That's terrible.
Well, you're against breaking Amazon up.
No, I never said I'm not against breaking Amazon up.
I'm against
breaking up Amazon.
I think Amazon should only be allowed to acquire companies within the scope of their original
Well, their
company.
scope,
You know what I mean?
their
That's
scope
crazy.
is to own other
doesn't make
companies.
sense.
See, that leads to that would lead to more of a monopoly, right?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, that's the
No,
goal.
because they have other competing. They have Walmart. Walmart has too many.
I'm glad you mentioned Walmart because I'm a fan of Walmart for that reason.
Walmart, there's Costco, there's a bunch of guys who compete with them.
Amazon, you're misunderstanding
big,
Amazon. You're misunderstanding Amazon. Amazon is nothing more than an algorithm. It's an it's a wealth acquisition algorithm. So, for example, literally, that's what it is.
Say that again. Wealth acquisition algorithm.
Yeah, like no. Actually, let me rephrase it. It's a wealth extraction algorithm. That's
boy, that's even worse. Please explain that to us.
Yeah. So all it is, and literally, why did Amazon first start out by selling books? Because they could get a lot of data from selling books. It was never about we'll make
his passion. What are you talking about?
What?
Books was his passion. That was Jeff Bezos' passion.
That's just the story. That's the cover. That's the cover up.
Okay.
Dude,
sorry. Go on, Tim. Go on.
Books, because see, in United States we have something called media mail. You know what that is?
No. Explain.
It's because there's an infinite number of books. That's why he started books.
What did you say?
It's because there were so many books that it's something there's infinite supply of. That's why he chose.
No. But first of all, it's really cheap to ship books, right? And to help build up this algorithm, they needed something that's easy to ship and that they could ship in large quantity. So if you think about it, the original, because Marco, if you go back, the original idea of Amazon, because you misunderstand the idea behind it, because they were selling books, so the only thing they should be allowed to do is to sell books. But it was never about books. It was
the scope of the company grew, right? They can.
No, it was never about
Amazon.com.
Books was just a way to test the algorithm.
It's a Trojan horse, right?
Well, Tim, the thing that's good about books is it gives you insights into consumers, what their habits are, what their interests are, and then you can use that on your algorithm to suggest them different items and entice them to buy stuff. You know what I mean?
But no, it's not.
It's pattern recognition, Tim. If they buy books about this, or they watch videos about this, you can.
But the
easily
goal
identify.
actually is to eventually subsume all other companies, and to become
I think that's what it's become.
That should be the goal of every business.
No, that was literally
that's how it started.
Every business, they needed to test and improve their algorithm.
He picked books because there was an infinite.
All right, guys.
It was easy to sell books. Yeah.
Look, Tommy, just agree with Tim, okay? Things will go a lot better.
I can't agree with him on this. He's nuts.
Just let it go, Tommy.
You'll see. I mean, eventually they will become the owner of all. If they're allowed to continue doing what they're doing, if there are no restrictions on how much a single company, like Mark was saying, if you have a business, you should have some kind of
Tim, I have one. I think you're gonna like this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope. We'll see. So Frank Gerard, we have a comment that says capitalists are usually against monopolies.
That's what they say.
I think he's 100% correct.
They're not.
Well, they should be if they're true.
No, they shouldn't be.
Why?
No,
true capitalists.
Because you know why?
You want competition, right?
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I disagree. I actually disagree with Frank.
No, you don't want competition.
The goal of capitalism.
Well, we used to break up monopolies, right, in this country, and all of a sudden, right?
Who did it? Who broke up? Who broke up? Who broke up the monopolies?
I think there was
the Sherman Antitrust.
The people who were called
the Sherman Antitrust Act, correct?
It has nothing to do with socialists. But
the people who broke up the monopolies, they were called socialist, communist, pigs.
No, they didn't. No, they weren't.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were. So the point is that the corporate, there are people who
you think Teddy Roosevelt was called a socialist?
the people who, for example, there are people who live in fantasy world who believe there's a free market, right? They think oh, there's free market and there's all of this competition between companies. What a wonderful thing. But in real world, these companies are fuck no, we don't want competition. Why would
free market?
No, you're right. The companies don't want. You're right. The companies
and
don't want competition.
They will literally they will use any means necessary in order to kill competition, stifle, buy up the competition, pay politicians to create laws, or not to break them up. They will bribe competition. Not
well. The problem is Tim. We also don't have really a free market because the government provides subsidies to certain industries and businesses.
There's no such thing as free market. Yeah, you're right.
Right. There's actually no, like, we don't have, like, a government provides legitimate competitive advantages to certain corporations. Like, for example, lobbying provides corporate advantages to companies. It's not even that. No, but it does. Well, it provides a market advantage to big companies who can take advantage of tax loopholes, who can take advantage of social welfare loopholes, of work loopholes,
but not even at that level. Like, there's the free market cannot exist because the government provides the framework within which market can exist. Like, literally by definition, it cannot exist because there's no. It cannot exist because whatever the market is, they're taking advantage of the infrastructure that the government built for them. They will not build roads. They will not build they will not regulate
it's just themselves. The government can't interfere. They can't provide people. Like, it has to be like a legitimate.
No, but by that definition, think about it. If government builds roads, right? Then by that definition, the government is helping Walmart because Walmart is using roads.
I think you're
no. Here's a perfect example, and I think Tim will agree, but I'm not sure because you never know. I think so. A real turning point, in terms of government intervention, came in 2009. Right? Remember the bank collapse? All the banks were collapsing, and everyone was nervous. And you had the protests going on, and what was it? Occupy Wall Street.
Yes.
And so the government, and I think most people who would really try to believe that we have a capitalist system were like in shock because they bailed out Goldman Sachs. Right? Remember they bought up and they infused.
It's capitalism for the rich.
Right.
And it's capitalism for the poor, socialism for the rich.
I have to tell you,
the people who are capitalists, they had no problem when the government saved the banks or the car industry.
And you know what the rationale was? Well, we can't possibly let Goldman Sachs fail.
America.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know how much wealth would be wiped out overnight?
Like, there's unlimited money.
They will print
unlimited money to help.
They're too big to fail.
Yeah, they're too big to fail. Sorry.
I think it would have been bad to fail.
That is the death of whatever
capitalism. You know how bad that would have been for America? You would have had trillions of dollars of wealth wiped out overnight.
Prove it.
You would have had trillions of dollars of wealth wiped out overnight.
Tim and I,
the American economy.
We may not agree on everything, but I got to tell you, man, you can't have blinders on. You got to see what's right in front of your eyes when this is going on. And I got to tell you, a lot of capitalists, or we think we're capitalists, but when you see the government coming in and saying, "Oh my God," and this whole fake news, this fake story about the world's gonna end.
Captain, you are right on point.
Untrue.
You are exactly on
point. I don't
point.
like what I'm hearing.
You are exactly on point because this is politics. This is where politics.
You like when the government comes in and they brainwashed everybody, Tim. They're like, "Oh, we have to save Goldman Sachs." Goldman Sachs, they're big boys. Goldman Sachs, they're all making hundreds of millions of dollars each.
Well, but guess what?
We don't need to save Goldman Sachs.
Steven, the Goldman Sachs was bribing the Goldman Sachs and all these banks. Guess what? They were giving donations to the Congress people who would then later go and vote to bail them out. Right. So Goldman Sachs and these big banks, they knew that they're gonna get bailed out. That's why they didn't give a fuck if they were gonna collapse, because they knew, hey, we're bribing these guys. There are no laws
whether you think
limiting these bribes.
Whether you think free market, economy is good or bad, like, free market economy means if you fail, if you F up and they effed up big time, you fail.
Yeah.
The punishment, you take the risk, and if it doesn't pay off, you fail. It's kind of a
Did you watch the Big Short
game? Yeah, I watched it several times.
The Big Short explained this.
I don't believe
he even said, right, the whole
they
system
don't know.
was fucked.
It's a movie.
They had no choice to bail out the system, Captain.
It's a movie, Marco.
But it's the truth.
You're drinking the Kool-Aid. It's not the truth. You're drinking the
Yes,
Kool-Aid.
it is. They had to bail out the system. Otherwise, the whole system would have collapsed.
You can't handle.
Wiped out billions.
You can't handle the
trillions
truth.
of dollars worth of American wealth in
so right.
You mean that? Right. How? You mean the hedge funds would lose money because they made a bad bet? Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, whose money do they control, Captain? Whose money do they control?
Actually, the people made a bad bet by accepting money they couldn't ever afford to pay back.
No.
They could.
Whose money does Goldman Sachs control?
They could go bankrupt. No, you know what happens?
Whose money do they control?
Marco.
Captain, you didn't answer my question.
Most of the money they control is their money. The money of the rich.
Whose money?
It's private wealth.
No, it's not. It's not the
1%.
Most of the money.
They also manage pension funds. That's not true, Tim.
It's a small.
They manage union pension funds.
That's what they're saying.
Okay, so what? You're going to bankrupt.
You're going to bankrupt
middle class America,
Marco. That's the lie. That they're saying we need it to be saved because we're holding the retirement money. Like 1%.
The only people who weren't bankrupt because all the homes went into foreclosure, so they didn't save those people. The only people that were not gone bankrupt was Goldman Sachs.
Exactly.
Well,
Government
Captain,
didn't go and bail out the homeowners.
Do you love me again? Do you love me? Do you love me again?
Stephen, what the government should have done, that they should have bailed out the homeowners. They should have given literally cash to the homeowners. That way the homeowners would have kept the houses.
Here's where the rubber it gets a little tricky, Tim, because if I take a position that the government shouldn't bail out like the rich banks, then it's hard for me to take a position that they should bail out the homeowners.
The thing is, though, it would have been better for the society. Because I understand you. I perfectly understand your but you have to think about the benefits of saving the people's homes, because then people get to stay in their homes. They get to continue work and produce. They get to literally live their lives. Their children get to live their lives, and they continue to benefit the society, and they continue to pay taxes. If people lose their homes, then the society loses these people who will work for society and continue producing, all the benefits that people do. Like when people work, they pay taxes. That helps the society. If people lose their homes, they're no longer contributing to the society.
Yeah.
So that's the benefit. When you say fuck the people, let's save the banks, then you're not. These banks, these people.
The banks
literally
control the people's money. They just control the people's money.
They got golden parachutes.
Yeah. They just control people's money.
$38 million a pop. Come on, get out of here. These people were rich.
Parachutes.
They're not contributing anything. And you know what those people did? They're literally investing in Bitcoin right now. That's the people. They're not contributing. The Bitcoin doesn't contribute to anything. It's just a gamble.
The thing is, it's a rigged game. Unfortunately, I mean, it's become worse.
I'm not saying everyone who is investing in Bitcoin right now got the bailout. I'm saying the mega rich. I don't think people who are buying Rolex, they're not even close to the level of how rich those fighters are.
Look, my only point is, if you let the companies fail, right? Yeah. What I think would happen, because Marco's saying, well, this would have happened, that would have. That's the argument that people keep making. Oh, the world would have ended.
It's the truth. All you have to do is look at basic fucking knowledge.
Can't watch
no, Marco. You'll never know the answer because it didn't happen. So it's like trying to make up some sort of this would have happened.
Yes, because it didn't happen. Because if it would have happened, America would have been fucked.
No, it wouldn't be. That's what they want you to believe. That's what they want you to believe.
What happens is, because I lived through in the 2000s, Arthur Anderson, this big, remember Enron, I don't know if you guys.
Yes, I know Enron.
Okay. So, when Enron collapsed because there was all sorts of fraud going on.
Fraud.
By the way, look at this. Frank Gerard with this is a heavy hitting point. Repealing Glass-steagall. By the way, that was
splitting up the banks and investment banks.
Yep. Yeah. Dude, this is exactly. And why didn't they put it back? Because they're fucking corporate. Because they wanted to happen again and again. Bill Clinton helped repeal the Glass-steagall. And
unreal.
You do that, and they're
unreal
by not putting it back in place. And they're saying we can't put it back in place. It will stifle the growth. They're just circle jerking American people.
I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you guys a real life example of what happened during when this happened. Right when the actual law was passed. You ready?
Yeah.
Because I'd love to share. It's good to share this with everybody because it happened to me. So I can share a personal experience. I'm in the office, you know, and I'm working in corporate America, right, and doing you know, Wall Street corporate law and whatnot. And all of us, and I'm working with pretty intelligent people. When Glass-Steagall came down, we looked at each other and we were like, fuck. Oh my God, I can't effing believe that they allowed this to happen. Like that Glass-Steagall came down. Fuck. It was like a party though. Like for corporate, like to make money. Yeah. People were like, oh, party time. That's what it was, because you're eliminating investment banking from savings and you're allowing like this whole explosion. But we couldn't believe it happened.
What's the bad thing, Captain?
Because it's not producing anything. You're just gambling with money. They're taking people's money and they're gambling with it.
JP Morgan owns Chase. Why is that bad? What does it do? What's so negative?
Because you're using like savings and folks is
using savings for what?
You're supposed to separate banking from like merchant banking, like acquiring companies.
So what?
So they're mixing everything together.
What's the big deal?
There's a reason that they had it.
Because it's risk.
Literally, there's a reason they had it in the first place. And
you still haven't explained the risk. What's the risk?
The risk is literally, here's the risk.
Hold on, Mike, Captain, answer the question.
This is really simple. They had it because it was designed to protect from this kind of thing from happening, and that's why it wasn't happening for like 80, 90 years. And then when they repealed it, it crashed.
Specify what thing? What
thing? Do you even know how this happened, the 2008 crisis, Tim?
I don't think they know how it happened. I actually don't think they know.
No. If you read, even in your movie that we're talking about here, right? The what was it? The Wolf of Wall Street. The Big Short. They talked about Glass-Steagall has always been talked about as one of the reasons why the housing crisis.
Yeah, I completely disagree.
Huge.
Well, you're disagreeing with it. That's historical. You guys like to talk historical facts.
Yeah,
that is mentioned as a historical fact.
I don't think that
has nothing to do with anything. It's the actions of people. It has not the repeal. The repeal of the bill has nothing to do with anything. It's the actions of individuals that fuck up.
Blame the individual.
Okay. It is the individual problem. I'll tell you why.
Tommy, they have no idea what actually happened. There's no point of
the blaming of the individual. That is a classic.
Yes, Tim, you had
corporations will always blame the individual. Why did it happen? Because
are you going to let me explain my point, or are you just going to keep explaining my point for me?
Let me tell you
explain my point for me, or are you going to explain my point?
We know your point. We know your point.
What's my point? Go ahead.
Literally,
Since you can read my mind, I want you to explain to me word for word what my point is. Read my mind right now, please.
Yeah,
go ahead.
The individual.
Make my point for me.
Individual.
Let me explain why it's individual.
Yeah, I'll explain.
No, I said individuals, which is plural.
Yeah, I'll explain your point.
The greed of the bankers, and people living above their means. That's what it is.
Yeah, the people living above their means. But the thing is,
what do you mean?
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Okay,
anyway,
that's a really common.
Explain it to me, Tim. Explain it to me the way that my business school didn't explain it to me.
Well, let me explain it to you, Tim.
More loans that they could, and that's what happened. And then people couldn't pay the loans.
Exactly.
And the banks allowed them to over leverage themselves. It's exactly what happened.
It is what happened.
No, it's not.
It's exactly what happened, Tim. You have no idea what you're talking about. It's exactly what happened.
They allowed for this thing to happen.
They loaned out money.
Lied about the securities. Everything was AAA, right? They allowed people to take out these loans. Like literally, they bribed the Congress to pass these, to make it so that people can get these loans easily.
No.
And then they lied about the security of these loans. And then they repealed the Glass-Steagall. It's a combination. It's everything taking them together. You guys are trying to make
they also created
it's so
security.
Simple. It's so simple.
They loaned out mortgages to everyone who could afford one.
Oh,
and it was
guys,
very profitable.
Mr. Two, $8, which had talking watches with Tim. Time to rename the streams to yelling with Tim, more accurate. Yeah, guys, here's the thing.
I wish I knew everything like Tim. I get 100 on every exam. I get 100 on every exam I ever took. Fuck.
That doesn't mean that you're right.
Tim, you have no idea what happened in 2000. You did not explain the question at all.
It doesn't mean that you're right. The thing is, though,
what you're saying is wrong, Tim.
Huh?
My
name is Tim Wright. You see over here. You see what it says? It's Tim Wright.
It says right with a W.
You're arguing with the captain, with the lawyer who's working in this system for how many years of experience do you have?
20.
20 years of experience. And you
argue,
and
you
you guys
years
are
of experience.
Freshmen in college.
Tim, he could be Warren Buffett for all I know.
Freshman.
If you're not stating the facts, I don't care.
As evidence, brought up supply and
Tim, he could be Warren Buffett for all I give a shit. If he's just saying the truth, what's the point?
We're saying the truth. The
No,
truth
you're
is,
not.
Guys,
No,
guys,
you're
the
not.
truth is, you don't know what you're talking about. That's the truth.
Oh yeah,
Guys,
I
no,
can
you
easily
easily
explain
Here's
it
the
to
thing,
you.
guys.
Because we lived it.
It's such a joke. I mean, Marco, as evidence, you brought up supply and demand curve. Like, are you joking right now? And
that has nothing to do with this debate, Tim.
That was a good chart to bring up too.
What are you talking about, Tim? That has nothing to do with this debate.
Because it's different. The real world and what you're studying in school and theory is different from how it works in real life.
It's not theory.
It's theory.
It's exactly what happens, Tommy.
Theory.
I know.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that happen. Though. There's also mortgage-backed securities market was created, collateralized.
Of course, there were CDOs. Of course,
exactly. And you know who was selling all those hedge funds, investment
I know,
banks,
but that's not what caused the financial crisis.
Guys,
it all did.
The blaming of the individual.
Contributed.
Guys, the corporations always blame the individual. For example, I'll give you another example. What happens in pharmaceuticals? These corporations develop these drugs.
Lending standards
there are
were
more.
low.
They were.
I'll just give you another example.
That's what we just said. That's what caused the entire collapse. It's the lending standard.
It wasn't just one factor.
Yes, it was. Your fucking stupid mortgage-backed securities were based on those fucking loose lending habits. What are you talking about?
And they wrote those laws.
It wasn't laws, Tim. They were just doing it because they already
because they were going to take advantage of them later. Of course.
So they already loaned out all the prime mortgages that could be paid back, and that it was very profitable. So they wanted to expand it to subprime, which was not a law that they enacted. They didn't lobby for that. It's just what they did. And then people who had no proof of income, who couldn't afford a loan, couldn't afford to buy houses and cars, decided to go out and
giving it out and then lie about security.
Liar loans. You ever hear liar loans? Yeah. Don't ask, don't tell. The banks were giving out the loans and looking the other way. It's greed, my friends.
This is the argument. You're just saying our fucking arguments for us now. Now you're fucking agreeing with us.
Well,
like you guys run circles. Like you guys make one argument and then you're fucking agreeing with us.
There was 6 or 7 factors. Glass-steagall was one. You're just saying no, it wasn't Glass-steagall.
You guys are
nothing to do with anything.
People should not have bought these homes. You guys are arguing that the people should not have bought these loans.
That's not the only argument we're making.
Taken these loans from the banks.
That's not the only argument. The bank shouldn't have lent them out to begin with. But without proof that they could be able to repay them.
They did because the banks bribed the government to
it wasn't
easing the laws.
It wasn't a law to
give these loans out.
It wasn't a law. They just loaned it out.
That's the system.
By the way, they were also slicing and dicing. They were slicing and dicing the loans, packaging up the.
Yes, they were.
They were getting these agencies to rubber stamp them as AAA. Come on,
you're right. But that's not what caused houses to go down. That's what caused other people's stocks to go down. It's different. That was
a combination. Nobody's saying
it blew up, and then of course, housing prices.
The only reason why house values went down is because everyone was trying to buy them with money they couldn't afford.
Guys,
that's all.
First of all, none of us are like. I like how we're like, I'm right, but none of us are super qualified to talk about.
You don't need to be fucking qualified.
Yes,
you don't need to be qualified. No, you don't, Tim.
You do need to be qualified in order to say that you're wrong. You
don't need a fucking degree in anthropology to fucking to say basic human patterns. Okay, over time. No, you don't. I'm sorry, Tim. That's appealing to authority figures. That's ridiculous. You don't need to appeal to authority figures for every fucking argument.
Okay, guys, hold on. I'm gonna mute Tommy and Marco. Okay, see, I'm gonna use AJ Top. Smart. Because look, we're not saying you guys are wrong.
No.
We're just saying it's more complex than you guys are making it out to be. You understand? Yeah. I actually, look, the people taking out loans that they can't pay, that's also wrong. That's part of the equation. But that's just human nature. If people are allowed to do it, they will. Like, for example, if we take out laws prohibiting murder, then people will be like, you know what? I always wanted to murder this motherfucker. Now that it's legal to murder people, I'm going to go and I'll do it.
That has nothing to do with
So
anything.
It has
and you're
everything
appealing
to
to
do with
extremes
because
again,
then
Tim.
you will say, you know
So
what?
shouldn't
The
that be-
Mute, please.
choices those people to go out and murder. It was individual choice of the guy not getting a double lock on his door or not buying a gun for self-defense. It was that guy's individual choice that got him murdered. He should have bought protection. Why wasn't he wearing a vest? Individual choice, and that's the argument they're making.
So an alcoholic can blame.
This is a very healthy debate. There's room for all different opinions and sides. We welcome all viewpoints, right? That's what.
Yeah, but we don't want yelling. Like I just had to explain.
Yelling doesn't help. Yelling
perspective.
Telling someone they're wrong doesn't help. But like. I don't know, Frank. I don't know, Frank.
Because you are wrong.
Saying
that
you're
don't
wrong.
know what the fuck happened.
We're saying
trying to explain it. So then, telling us that we're wrong.
But we're not. But you're trying to explain it when you don't know either. But
yes,
Frank,
I do know. Yes, I do.
No,
yes, I do know.
I can promise
stop
you,
it, guys. So are you saying Frank Gerard is wrong? Frank Gerard says
sophomore in college
was the
cornerstone. The financial crisis. Guys, come on.
If it was in place, the crash would not have happened. So you're saying Frank Gerard is wrong. Let's go. There's a lot of chat people who are agreeing with what Tim and I are saying, that Glass-steagall was like a contributing factor.
So let me ask you something, Stephen.
If
people say jumping off a bridge is a good idea, does it make it a good idea?
Yeah, but
I don't think so.
Why do we believe you?
I don't think so.
Why are you?
People say that company selling them 10 beers
so that this never happens again. You're a boy genius, mastermind. Like you should be literally like corporations should be hiring you because you know how to fix this whole thing. It will never happen again. You're genius. Like
when did I claim that? Marco, when did I claim that?
Like I admit it, I'm dumb, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
hold on, because I never claimed to know everything, but I claimed
you said
that you have no grasp of this situation. Yes.
To us. Because you watched a couple of YouTube videos, and you read a textbook.
I don't think he ever said YouTube videos.
I used one example of,
I like how
an explanation in the movie.
JG is missing out.
Oh boy, I don't know if we want him on. He might not be on our side. But Frank Gerard can come on if you want.
Oh, Teodoro says I only want 8 watches, 6 in 6 in there now.
Okay.
1 space for Panda. And 1 for VC overseas. But the thing is with getting VC overseas, because once you have one part of Holy Trinity, you will want to get the other 2. Right? I mean, Steven, you got the Royal Oak.
Yes.
Do you have this feeling that you
That's something we can all agree on. Go ahead.
Don't you feel like you need the Paddock and a VC to go with the Royal Oak?
I wouldn't say I need both. But I am saying, and Marco and I are talking about this.
So hold on.
I'm not talking with you anymore. Fuck this. Get your own advice. Get your advice from Tim. There you go.
No, ask Mark.
Come on, man. You can't.
No, because I don't know anything. I'm just a 22-year-old. I know.
We're not saying you don't know nothing. Right. We're just saying you don't know everything.
Tim, what you study in university? Tim, what you study in university?
Study education.
You know, I go to one of the best business schools in all of Canada, right? You think I haven't studied the 2008 financial crash?
Listen,
more than you're trying to tell me how the fuck it happened.
I'm not telling you I know how it happened.
People who work at JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, and told us how the fuck it happened because they worked there during the 2008 crash. We had speakers that explained it to us. Okay, because they came from those institutions, and they're going to tell me that those same guys who explain to us on the university campuses how it happened are wrong when they're the ones who fucking experience it. Tim, you're full of shit.
Why would they tell you the truth? What is their incentive?
Okay, yeah, they're going to fucking lie about it.
How do you know they're not lying about it?
I don't think they know. You know what I mean? Like they know a little bit, yeah. Like we all, if you read like the articles that came out at the time, they would always put 7 factors, right? That led one to the other.
Yeah.
And it's probably a combination, to be honest. Like with all these things, we're probably all right to some degree, and we might have to right to some other degree.
Never claimed to know everything, but Tim, you have no idea what you're talking about.
Exactly. And I'm not claiming to know that I know everything. I'm just saying, Marco, my point is that, dude, you guys think that you know how this thing happened. You guys are a little bit too certain in your knowledge. That's not you know what? Like me and Steven, we're saying, like, listen, we don't know for sure. There are those like 7 factors, and there's probably even more. It's a very complex issue. But you guys are acting like, oh, it was this one thing. If
I never
people
said it
weren't
was
idiots,
one thing. You never
like,
even let me
yeah, you know what? I'll
why
agree with you.
Well, Tommy, look, that is true because of all the arguing back and forth.
Yeah.
I didn't really hear Tommy's kind of dissertation on the topic, on his views.
Oh, yeah.
I never said, Tim, there was
Dr.
one thing.
Tommy,
All I'm
please
saying,
explain it to us.
yeah, all I think that happened. Right?
And take Marco's side, please.
You know what, guys? I just had a breakthrough. I just had a light bulb moment.
What happened?
There's one thing. If one thing was better, then none of this would have happened. You know what it is? If everybody was a genius, none of this would have happened. Because then the Congress people would have passed better laws. The people would not have, if everyone was a genius, none of this would have happened.
That's not true, Tim, because people will want to manipulate things in their own favor, Tim. If they can take advantage of the system. If everybody's
genius, then everybody's on a level playing field.
No,
then
Tim,
nobody can outwit the other person. If everyone is genius.
I still didn't hear. Come on, Tommy's got to speak.
Yes, sorry.
Let me tell you.
So
get it out. It all started because
you have 3 minutes.
Okay, so banks lent out to everyone who could reasonably afford it, right? These are prime mortgages that were good. Eventually, they wanted to make more money because they couldn't find anyone else to loan to. So they lower the threshold to irresponsible levels, saying you don't need a proof of income and all these stupid rules, which were legal. No, they allowed the situation to happen. If people were responsible, it wouldn't have happened. So
wait.
That's it. Okay.
Part of the problem, yeah.
So when alcoholic companies sell 10 beers to someone, that opens the door for people to abuse it. That does not, that's not a problem. That means people have to be responsible to a degree, don't they? I mean, wouldn't you say people should be responsible?
The banks were looking the other way. They were liar loans. They were liar loans.
Actually, hold on. I want to answer this one actually. So Tommy, let's say a company is allowed to sell as many beers as they want. And then it's in the company's best interest to sell as much beer as they can to every single person that they can. So if a company convinces a guy, makes a really good commercial and convinces a guy to drink 100 beers and it kills a guy, and then the government creates a law that a company cannot sell more than 3 beers to a person because more than 10 will kill a person. And then the government passes a law, more than 3 is not allowed. And then that company bribes Congress people to change the law.
There was no law about
this
at the time.
15, and then of course all the people go out and start buying 15 beers, and some people get killed and some don't, and then the company will say, you know what? Everybody knew you shouldn't drink more than 10. Those people did it out of their own will. We didn't tell them to do it before we did, but now we didn't. So it's not our fault.
This analogy doesn't make any sense in this context.
That's the analogy. That's the kind of analogy. Hold on, I need to catch the super chat. One second. Teodoro, $5 super chat. Tim, I love you, bro. Teodoro is the coolest guy on here. Remember that, guys. Well, maybe second coolest after Mr. 2. But then again, Mr. 2 is Mr. 2. Teodoro might be Mr. 1. I don't know. It's confusing. It's good. Actually, you know what? Anyway, I got distracted. But can we talk somewhat? Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I did say that I will be doing 2 hours of watch talk. That's it. This is the last time. These political talks are not healthy for our community. Yeah, that's it, guys. No more political talk until 2 hour mark. So you see, it says. Oh, actually, they can't see it, but it says 1 hour 53 minutes over here in the corner. So, Tommy, you have to keep me on track. No politics talk.
2 hours. I mean,
until 2 hour mark. Yeah, and then the gates are unleashed.
6 minutes away.
Yeah, we'll open up the floodgates after 2 hours. Okay.
Okay, 6 minutes.
By the way,
we just spent 30 minutes, maybe I don't even know how long, talking about this issue.
Yeah,
we lost some of the watch talk, Yeah.
But you know what? There's no watches to talk about. Tomorrow there's going to be we got an easy 2 hour filled, okay?
Did you see who they sold the AP those Black Panthers? They sold them. I think LeBron James got one, a couple sports players got them. Yeah. I just saw that article today.
DOC says when I went to school, oil corporations. By the way, By the way, Leo C is from Venezuela, so me and him, we will have. I'm gonna bring him on after 2 hour.
Tim,
Not today.
we have 6 minutes left. Cut the shit.
No, I'm just saying. Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to say that we actually have somebody from Venezuela to talk to us about Venezuela.
Okay.
Oh, okay. If we wanted to, yeah. Oh, what were you guys saying about the watch? The watch?
I just said that they bought those Black Panthers, 130K each, I think, something like that.
Cool.
Yeah. How many?
I think it was 3 or 4 people that I saw. LeBron James was the only name I recognized. But I'll pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up, please.
Okay.
Black Panther watch.
Jimmy Jane. So in terms of two-tone, yeah, it seems to be making a big comeback already. The Submariner started it, the Sea Dweller.
When's Ocean coming back? Why is Roden 2 selling coffee? By the way, Bark and Jack gave Ocean free coffee. When is my coffee coming? That's the question.
I want to get a free what's it called? You know that travel?
Yes,
that travel
Marco.
That suede case. I want one of those. Yeah. Adrian, hook a brother up.
Come on, Adrian. Adrian, please. I want some of that coffee. And Marco wants one of those travel pouches. Travel pouch. Yeah.
Gimme.
And Marco will never call you Bark and Yak ever again if he gets one.
Or Rodent Yak. You won't be Rodent or Bark and Yak.
I can take. You know what? Like Adrian, if Adrian sends me a $50 super chat, I'll buy the coffee from him. That'll work. Actually, you know what? It wouldn't be funny if somebody sent me a super chat to buy Adrian's coffee and then do a wristwatch review, coffee review. That'd be so funny. Bark and Jack coffee review. I'm gonna do. Actually, I would do an impersonation, like talking watches, drinking coffee, guys. Let's go. So funny.
I would need mine ground though if I'm gonna put in a special order. I don't have a coffee grinder.
Oh, you know, I have one of those really hipster grinders where you grind it yourself. You know, it's so hard to do.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Man,
right?
It's a workout. It takes 1,000,000 hours to actually do it. Did you know that?
It would seem like it would be. Those things are pretty strong, like sturdy, right?
It seems like you give it a couple of turns and it's done. You have to do 200 to 400 turns. Yeah. You have to sit there for like 10 minutes and grind it. And the worst part, I was doing it. My wife thought I was like jerking off, and she like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm just grinding coffee." But I was over here just kind of watching YouTube and grinding.
Plebes.
Grinding away.
Oh, grinding, yeah.
They see me grinding.
Buying pre-ground coffee is for plebes. I like that.
That's cool. No, you should grind your own coffee.
Yeah.
If you don't have a grinder, just use a mallet or a hammer. I agree. This crew is awesome, and the guys are great. That's why it sucks watching them flush their channel down the toilet, the drain over dumb debates.
Dude, it's actually quite simple. If you don't like, just click the X button on the top of the tab, next to the tab, and just go watch the old guys. That's it. If you enjoy them. So,
by the way, Marco, you know, like the funny thing is that this is when we get the highest rating.
People think that we're arguing. You know what's funny, Tim? People think we're arguing. We're just passionate. There's a big fucking difference. We're not arguing. Like we're not.
Yeah, we're learning. Actually, we're learning.
Nothing we could tell each other that will be annoyed or pissed off at one another. Like we're gonna give a flying fuck. We're just having fun, guys. Like what? This is fun for us. Yeah, I told Captain, fuck off. Go ask Tim for watch advice. He's gonna call me tomorrow, talking to me about the 5235G and the fucking Historiques 1921, like he's been doing every day for the past 2 weeks. What do you think, guys? This is nothing.
This has nothing, right? No. You know, we're just having fun. We're having fun.
That's the thing. Like a lot of people, when they come on to and they see us kind of angry talking at each other, they get like.
Well, what it is too is Marco and I are usually on the same side, right? But it's you know, I guess I have another lens on this one. Like, in terms
you're quite
of
the socialist, huh, Captain?
No, not really.
Sorry, you're quite the anti-banker.
No.
You're quite the anti-bank.
I'm really not. I mean,
I didn't expect this.
I know they make a lot of money, so I know that. But now I'm more libertarian, so I just think that you let people fail if they fail. You know, to me, capitalism is, you know, free market, right? The old free market.
Yeah,
Adam
free
Smith,
market capitalism.
Exactly. But we lost that. That's all I'm saying. So when you become a successful banker, the idea is not to be as greedy as the last generation that allowed, you know, kind of participated in it. I know individuals took out loans. We don't want to go down this road again, but all I'm saying is this is like educational. Hopefully the audience enjoyed it. You know what I mean? A little bit. We're having fun. You know, I love these guys. Marco is like
he's a legend. Look,
he's a savant at his age.
Left and right. I'm taking punches.
He's got so much knowledge.
I'm a savant. What am I a savant of? I know, guys. I never claimed to know anything.
You know, no, I'm not. I'm saying that truthfully. Like you actually know
have
a
really
lot.
Good wristwatch knowledge. Okay,
you know,
let's be honest here. When it comes to wristwatches, you're probably the most knowledgeable. I'll give you that.
No, there's better people. Roman is probably more knowledgeable than I am because he's worked in the industry.
Marco, when we get Roman, you're fired.
No, I know. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not
the retainer.
I've never claimed to be the smartest or anything like that. Like, people are saying, like, oh yeah, he knows everything, this, that, and the other. Like, those guys just piss me off. Like, just shut up with your idiot comment. I never fucking claimed to know everything.
You just have to roll.
I don't know. We can rewind the button and play the part. Where you said
he's full of what do they call it? Vigor.
It's called having passion.
Vigor.
It's
called having a lot of vigor. That's good, man. You got a lot of energy.
Good. Right. Jimmy, good to see you guys have opinions and argue them. Yeah. I think that's the coolest thing.
Debate. We have debate.
People think that we're arguing. No, guys. We're debating. It's just that's the way that we talk, guys.
Toyota Mode, $2 super chat. This panel here is for entertainment purposes only.
That's right. We disclaim all responsibility. We're just trying to elevate.
It's all scripted. I mean, look, Frank Gerard, right? The guy who
he's fucking batshit crazy. This guy.
Yeah, he's a look. Look, he's watching me here. He's with us.
He fits right in, man. He fits right in. We're all fucking crazy.
Yeah, Marco will know more at 50 than when we'll ever possibly know at 50. Yeah, he's child of internet. It's exponential, right? The more you know, like the sooner
that has nothing to do with anything, though.
Hey, it's a compliment.
Thing,
take it as it is. People don't compliment me often. You know, I don't think I have.
Tim, you're a good-looking guy. I like you, buddy.
I don't know
how it's a lie.
How do you feel about the beard mustache combo with Tim, though? Like, I'm not sure what it's.
I'm going for that Viking look. By the
it's aggressive. It's very aggressive. It's aggressive.
Breaking news, guys. I was in the city today. Guess what? I'm walking by Creed Boutique. Look what they had. Hold on, it's coming into focus. Bam! This is new Viking cologne. New Viking for the spring.
Ooh.
You would think that there was only one Viking. No, they said I'm not allowed to share this image until January or July 1st. One of those months. I'm not good with these months that are right now. Which one goes first? January? No, I think it's July. What's the next month? Whatever. One of those.
It's May, June, July.
It's one of those with the J. Who cares?
It's either June.
They're going to release it on the 1st. So they said if I want to get one, I have to get on the waiting list. Can you believe it? You have to get on the waiting list for that cologne. What the flip?
Hey, I think someone wants to come on. Drop the link.
1 second. Mr. Two, $8. Have you not Googled potato power? A single potato can power enough LED lamps for a room
okay, that's a good
40 days.
Yeah, I'm not much of a potato anymore. I need to shave my head to become a potato.
Wait, somebody wants to come on.
By the way, fun fact for the viewers of the show, I'm doing the Archie Luxury live stream. I'm commanding it tomorrow, so
Nice.
Make sure to tune in.
Wow.
I have to prepare a presentation or something like that. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Tudor release.
Right.
Guys, I smelled it. It's so good. I'm shocked because it's less violent as the current. By the way, when I was in the store, the guy said, "Oh, you kind of look like a Viking, so this fragrance is gonna perfectly suit you." Like, you son of a bitch, you're just trying to appeal to emotions. Hey, Conrad, how's it going?
Good. Tim, your video today with JJ, you're already looking thinner.
I know, right? How fat was I? Holy, I had 3 necks. When I look back at that, it's so scary.
It's kind of cool you released it
JJ's
from weeks ago, because then you can see the change.
The evidence. Otherwise, people wouldn't know that I actually lost some weight. By the way, 10 pounds. Look, you can see. Look. Whoop. Wait, that's wrong. Sorry about that. Look. See that? Much thinner. Look, even if I go back like this, it's just a little bit. Big change. Big change.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm getting smaller, bigger, smaller change. One of those changes. So, but JJ was like, "Oh, finally you did it." By the way, I was supposed to send him the video, but it's in 4K. Even though it's shot on iPhone, it was in 4K. It took like 1,000,000 years to upload, so I never had like a chance to do it. And then today, when I processed those videos, they're like 1 gigabyte each, but it takes like an hour to upload them. So annoying. That's why it took me so long, because it's just like whenever I tried to upload something, it ruined. Remember that time when my camera would go all fuzzy? You guys remember that moment?
I think so.
Yeah, it would just go completely crazy, and people go like, "What happened? Why is Tim's camera is all potato?" I was trying to upload JJ's videos because it like uses all my bandwidth or something. It was a disaster. But yeah.
But I gotta say that Breitling, from a macro filming, it looks a lot better than just sitting in the watch box.
Right.
Yeah.
And in real life, it looks even better.
Were those like factory diamonds? Is that what that is? That
Custom.
blamed out?
Custom.
Oh, custom diamonds. Wow.
Yeah.
It was aftermarket.
Okay. Oh, right. Yeah, I think I saw you say that. Mm-hmm.
I was shocked. Like in the video, it doesn't pick up the sparkle, but it's really sparkly. It's really beautiful, Breitling. I was shocked. And in the video, you can't really see it, but in real life, guys, it's like you have to see it in real life. It's amazing, unbelievable. But yeah, it was kind of cool. I still have 2 videos to release, and today I was so depressed I couldn't. I was gonna film something, but just had some Mexican food. Huh?
You're okay, Tim? Depressed?
Yeah, they put the crown in, and I paid that $570 bill for the crown, and it ruined my day.
Oh yeah, you went to the dentist. That's right.
Yeah, the dentist, the Korean dentist. The Frederick Constant dentist fucked everything up, and now I have to get this mega expensive crown, and I just walked around the Central Park. I did like 1 circle. I was so I couldn't do anything. I was like, fucking son of a bitch. Like, it's all the super chats went to waste. I was just imagining, like, 100 episodes was so good, but like, just mentally, I'm like imagining like that because of that Frederick Constant wearing dentist, all that money went to the dentist.
But Tim, we learned a valuable lesson from you. Check your dentist's wrist.
Check, guys. Check what watch your dentist is wearing. Do not let Frederick Constant lawyers to work on your divorce. Not let your Frederick Constant wearing car mechanics work on your Porsche.
Car mechanic.
Yeah, you don't. If your mechanic is wearing Frederick Constant, get out of there with your 911. Just get out. He will ruin the engine. that guy doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
See, Tim,
if you have a divorce lawyer that's wearing Frederic Constant, guess what? Your wife will take all the money. Because the guy is a loser. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. You hire Steven, who's wearing a Royal Oak or a Submariner, a pre-ceramic Submariner. See, look, Royal Oak, this is who you trust. You trust the guy that's got the Royal Oak on.
I have your back, man.
I'm talking about. Why are you robbing the poor member of proletariat from earning an honest living, Tim?
Proletariat. Bourgeoisie.
Yeah, I like it. The Marxist theory. I love it. Oh, by the way, Danger Will Robinson, really smart guy. I mean, he knows like when all of these happen. Well, when all of these laws like went into action. Man, we need to get him on the show. Really, really intelligent guy. I wonder how I can get him on. Danger, will you ever come onto the show? I'm just gonna ask him.
JJ.
Frank.
Trust it.
Timwrite is a watch bigot.
People think bigot means like something terrible. It just means that you don't like listen to other people's opinions.
Well, so is Frank Gerard saying that wristwatch wearers should be a protected class?
He's like canceled Tim.
Yeah, like can an employer fire an employee for wearing a wrong kind of watch? Because like right now, like being like black or being a woman, right? You cannot be fired for being a woman or for your skin color or for your ethnicity, right?
Yep.
But you can fire someone for wearing a Frederic Constant, right? Like that's a legitimate reason.
Yeah, but that's a choice they made.
Right. They don't have to wear.
They don't have to wear it.
Yeah. You don't have to wear Frederic Constant. So this is like you can't fire someone for their religion, right? Like if they're wearing a cross, okay, fine, that's your religion. But unfortunately, horology is not a religion. Yet. That's the guys, we can, you know what? Not yet. I can imagine like, oh, you can't fire me for wearing a Rolex. That's the sign of my religion. I can imagine. Oh my God! Imagine.
How stoned are you?
I remember that guy who Archie talks about, like who was fired for wearing a bluesy. He'd be like, "You can't fire me. That's my religion."
That's plastic, Tim.
Plastic. Oh, that was plastic. Okay. Plastic, man. We're gonna have to get plastic to be one of the first. What do they call? What are people who follow religion? What are they called?
A follower.
The followers. One of the first follow. What did like Jesus's dudes? What were they called?
Disciples. Disciples.
Yeah. Disciples. Wow, plastic could be one of the first disciples. Can you imagine? He would talk. He would speak the devotees or the adherents. Is a talking dictionary. Wow. God, we have such a cool disciples. I guess everybody who's in the chat, they're like, what would be like the first followers? Like, what are the first followers called? Zealots.
Nutcases.
Man.
Lunatics. I like it.
Oh my God. Danger Will Robinson. Watch wearers can be a protected class. They'll need a Glock. Oh my God.
He can be the cult bishop.
The bishop. So funny. So funny. I can man, it would be fun to do it as a joke. But you know, like Dogecoin started as a joke. And then it like explodes into this whole thing. Can you imagine?
Tim.
Yeah.
This may be one of your most outlandish ideas I've ever heard.
I know.
And the fact that you're actually contemplating it as something worth doing is insane, Tim.
Marco, you know what your problem is?
Yeah.
Not a big enough dreamer.
No, you're not on enough edibles.
No, right. Oh, that's a good point.
Man, Marco, I'm telling you, like you take an edible, right, and think about it, brainstorm this idea, and you start seeing all the potential, right? Like you hate paying taxes, you'll see all the advantages of doing this.
So the 12 disciples were also called apostles.
Ah, yes, apostles. Yes, JJ LeCoultre, apostles. Oh, we could be the first 12 apostles.
So how many we got? Well,
we got, look at this. We got 5 on this pen. We got JJ LeCoultre.
We got JJ's in there.
We got plastic.
Rolex.
ABC, oh, Mr. GMT.
Mr. GMT. We got
Mr. Two.
Tony, yeah. Oh, we got a good
got
number.
More. We might be up to 20 already.
Yeah, we're gonna have 20 apostles. It's we can't
call them something different. The 12
the 20 apostles. Hello, JJ.
How about the 12 little Marcos?
Can you hear me?
Hey, JJ.
We got the cardinal and the 12 little mini cardinals.
Or we can start our own coin. What about that?
Yeah, bro.
Mint me a Marco.
Tim coin.
Minted Marco.
Tim coin, and you got to put the picture of your face with the that you have on the with like all the neon that you have on there.
Ah, yeah.
Membership.
A Tim coin. People will be like, "What the hell is a Tim coin?" Ah, we're just trying to sell shares in my YouTube channel.
All right, listen. If Dogecoin could do it, why can't you?
Right, and I was spruiking a two-tone Tim coin, so
two-tone Tim coin. Fuck.
Oh, and we got, you know what? And thou shalt not consort with bearded ladies or dog trainers. No, we got our own kind of we got our own villains too. Like every religion needs a cool villain.
Right.
The 7 dwarfs. Pav, imagine if I became a panelist. I'll debate who is more insane, me or Archie. Oh my god!
I think you win on the Avatar one.
My god! You know what?
Where's
like
JJ? What did JJ?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, what was that?
He was here for like a second.
Yeah, Mr. Two Timbo coin. Put your ass with your mouth. But it's not that difficult to make a coin, right? How difficult is it?
You gotta know what you're doing, but
well, you can hire so we can outsource it, right?
It's easy. Just get one of those fantasy loans, Tommy. Didn't you hear about that?
Yeah,
you assume no risk. What do you mean? There's no risk.
People definitely just make coins to try to pump and dump them.
Yeah, pump and dump. We should do it.
All we need is a white paper. A white paper.
White paper.
That's what you need. A white paper for the coin.
You know, I think all of us here, everyone who's in the chat, we should all create our own coin and then pump it up and then dump it and then whatever's left.
You know, the key is we have to own the way it works, right? We own 90% of the coins.
Yeah.
And then we just trickle out 10% of the coins to everyone, to all the peasants. All right, maybe 5. Yeah, you're right.
You need to identify a group to dump onto.
Yes. Oh, there's
the
Timepiece
followers.
Gentlemen crew. Timepiece Gentlemen viewers.
They're gullible, right?
Yes, exactly. They bought in. They paid $2,000 to build the guy a shop with no guarantee they'll get anything back. Like those guys are so gullible.
We'll call it watch coin. They're gonna
wristwatch coin.
They're gonna participate in the future blockchain of watches.
Ooh, that's the future. It's a coin you buy, and you can use it to trade it for wristwatches in the future. We'll open up. Yeah, it's gonna be the whole wristwatch exchange, dude. We can get what's his face? What's the guy who got the Bruce Wayne? My God. Ronald.
Yeah, Ronald.
He's like a computer genius.
Absolutely.
You can get Ronald to program something for us to make it visuals, like because these people like graphs and charts.
Ronald would actually be a good idea though.
What?
It'd actually be a good idea for dealers to have coins like that because they could just trade in between one another for fast payment rather than having to wait for a wire.
Dude, exactly. Right? Wristwatch dealers can
remember this is our idea.
It's patented. it's if we're gonna do it, we have to call it.
It's actually not a bad idea because the worst part is waiting for payment from a bank wire and sending out a bank wire, right? Yep. You can do that instantly with a coin that has a good blockchain.
Wow.
And that isn't retarded.
Oh my god. A guy on
let's get Ronald right now.
That's why you need to buy Dogecoin, guys. Buy Dogecoin. Of course.
I can only imagine, dude.
Right.
I can imagine the future, Marco. They'll be writing history books. Oh yeah, there was a guy on edibles, a lawyer, and a guy in high school
22-year-old know-it-all
who revolutionized the wristwatch industry.
The Doogie Howser of the watch industry.
Oh my god, it's so funny. Yeah, these guys, they changed the wristwatch game forever. They were doing this live stream, and then they revolutionized the industry.
We're the new Jean-Claude Beavers, guys. We're the new
Jean-Claude collector, $5 watch coin in the watch church. That is actually, you can combine the two. To have devotees, we can have our own rituals. My God. Oh, what's that black block where all the Muslims have to go to pray? What's it called?
Kabbalah, something like that.
Kabbalah.
Okay, yeah.
Kabbalah. We can have our own. We can sell the tickets though to all the wristwatch followers, right? That they have to we can create this ritual where everyone has to come and pay their respects.
Nah, and you know what? I have an idea too. We all have to get minute repeaters.
Mecca. It's go to Mecca, right? So in our religion, and then we can get money because all these wristwatch collectors, they'll have to come and do a wristwatch check in some location.
Oh, the Kaaba. That's what I meant. Yeah, Kaaba.
Yeah, Brisbane is Mecca. You have to make the pilgrimage.
The pilgrimage to what? To the Archie studio? Do a wristwatch check? It's like a line of people learning about something.
You have to get slapped on the ass with the shoe.
Can you imagine if you come with a squalor, we kick you off
your baptism. That's your baptism.
We throw you out of the church of watches.
No, I got another one. I got a better one. You have to dump some paint in Archie's driveway.
I didn't understand.
I didn't understand a word he just said.
You have to dump some paint in Archie's driveway.
Dump paint in his driveway.
I want what he's having, man. I want what he's having. This Corona Light doesn't work, man.
I'm laughing at his reaction, not what he's saying.
I can't hear what he's saying.
I can visualize like a line of people with buckets of paint just waiting for their turn to dump paint into the driveway.
That happened one time to him, right?
Yes.
I think
you guys don't know?
I remember him talking about that, yeah.
Some guy drove by and dumped It's the funniest thing. Oh my god.
Marco hurt his feelings. He's crying now.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
And there's like a painting contractor on standby with just drums of paint thinner to clean it up.
Believe me, Archie would set up a stand and sell the paint to the people. He would monetize it.
Tim, I think we got to get back to the politics now.
What's going on here? What the fuck?
Oh, yeah, it passed 23 minutes ago. I wasn't looking.
Man, I think we came up with a really cool ritual for our religion, our Mecca. Where do we get juice and shower? So we can walk around his studio and do a wristwatch check. No, I think dumping paint. I mean, that is.
Yeah, and then we can have an annual holiday in Vegas. The party.
Now
what's the logic behind the paint? Right, like, does somebody remember the exact story? I think there was just a guy. Like, there's people who are trolling Archie in real life, and some guy dumped paint in his driveway.
Yeah, I think he suspected it was like a troll from it, that knew him from the YouTube channel, and figured out where he lived, and yeah, I think that was the story.
That's just so like. Can you imagine? That's actually like. I think that's verging mental illness to be that like bitter and cynical towards somebody. Like,
really,
I mean, you have to be seriously twisted.
Well, it's definitely vandalism. Like, that's
like the jigsaw guy getting nuts.
Danger, Rob said. Archie would sell you the paint to dump in. Like some people wouldn't bring their own, but maybe. Oh my god. Jubilee. What do you do when you start getting over the AD weight? Oh yeah, then the next weight begins.
So Tim, did you guys actually talk about G-Shocks today?
No.
Oh no, I played the intro in the beginning.
Right.
we did say
talk about shitters.
That's so funny. The man, I almost got hit by a car when I read your comment.
Oh, yeah, I commented yesterday.
It was right outside of the Creed boutique. I got out and I see the comment about so what's the best day just 36 or like the best day just to get.
Yes, because the title of the video yesterday was, I think I found the perfect date just, and there was no talk of date just the whole show, not even one mention.
Not a single mention.
So I commented, Tim, I really like the part where you tell us the best date just.
I was so hysterically laughing that I walked out to the street onto a red light.
Dude, don't get hit by a car. It fucking hurts. Trust me. I know that from experience.
Oh my god.
Guys,
it really hurts. G-Shock, let me tell you something.
The best G-Shock is the $40 one on Amazon. The cheapest one.
Get the ones that are solar powered. Those are the ones. The square solar powered ones.
But why spend the extra money? The battery lasts 10 years without solar.
Yeah. Solar is just a scam.
There's no need.
Because you get the digital clock that connects to what's it called, the atomic
That's some
clock.
Bullshit. That's some bullshit.
No, it works. It syncs.
Oh, actually, I have the solar. Hold on.
Yeah, but who cares?
You can sync it to the atomic clock.
Yeah, but it's completely unnecessary.
Yeah, but it's better because quartz is inaccurate.
I mean, if you really don't want to reset your seconds, twice a year, then sure. I just say get the cheapest one. Does the job.
Casio.
Have you guys seen that?
Mr. 2, $3 super chat. You've been hit by cars? Explain it all.
Right. How do you think I became a know-it-all, Mr. 2? Like, come on. No?
All that time in the hospital. Look, look, Marco, I'll show you. See, look, I have this one.
Yeah,
it's
that's the one. What do you mean it's a scam?
See your computer.
No, that's not the one. That's not the one. I'm talking about the one with the red outline.
But it does have a red outline. Hold
yeah,
on.
that is the one, I think.
Very faint. Hold on.
Sorry.
It's solar, right, Tim?
It is.
No, that's not. I'll pull it up for you.
Look, it says right there. See?
Can you connect it to the...
It doesn't connect to anything. It's supposed to connect by itself, but it doesn't. It says tough solar.
No, you have to do it manually. There's a way to do it.
No, it says it's supposed to be GMT. It says you land in a different airport and it's supposed to automatically adjust, but it's not doing diddly squat.
That's cool.
But I heard those
you have to adjust it manually, 100%. I can guarantee it to you, Tim. It's the same one as the one I have.
Let me show you.
I pulled it up.
Oh, one second.
There's a manual way. You have.
Oh, sorry. See, it's got. This thing is heavy. Come on, focus, you fucker. Fucking bitch. Okay, see, it's got screw down back. And it's really fucking heavy. Because unlike the normal one, the one that you're showing us. Oh yeah, that's the one.
That's the one. So you have to manually sync it if you go somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's a little bit different.
Right. Because this one, like, there's a button and you like manually sync. So if it's off like by 10 seconds, it'll catch up. You understand?
Yeah, but there's so many buttons here. I don't even know which one do I
Right.
press.
You have to read the manuals. You have to read the manuals. Watch a video. Watch a video.
Every time I have to use the G-Shock, I just keep clicking buttons until it happens at random. It's very confusing.
Frank Gerard, I can't find it. It was hilarious. Hopefully he didn't take it down. He was telling the poor kid that he should join his watch religion instead and asked the kid to call him the pontiff.
Wait, who's this?
He said he saw a video of a guy who came over to Archie's house who was like an evangelist or something.
Oh, I remember that. There was, and Archie was talking like in the white T-shirt guy, right? And Archie was like, "What are you doing here?" Like, Jubilee, just wait. You're only impatient because you think you won't get it. If your AD said guarantee you won in 12 months, you soon settle down. They test your patience to see if you truly want it. Exactly.
Bullshit. Just pay the piper.
No.
Be patient.
Ronald got it. Ronald got his. Matthew Egan got his. What's the guy from Imagine Dragons? What's the guy from Imagine Dragons? He got the Pepsi.
Who?
Well, the guy from Imagine Dragons that we had.
Imagine Dragons?
No. You're talking about Maroon 5, Adam Levine.
Oh yeah, sorry, Maroon 5. Sorry, the lead singer of Maroon 5 that we had on. He got the Pepsi.
Did you dream this, Tim?
No, it's the guy from upstate New York. The young guy.
I still don't know.
JCP. Okay.
I
was wondering, I was like, wait, what? What are they talking about?
I have a range, man, and I can't make it work. 300 stupid watch. Exactly. Don't get these watches with a million functions because you will never figure them out.
Yeah, that radio signal stuff is like extra frills you don't need.
Yeah, it's bullshit. You know, I recommend. I there's this a friend that I had, and she asked me which clock to get, just like a regular clock for just wall clock. And I was on Amazon. It's like atomic clock, and it says it will sync itself. I'm like, holy shit, that's cool. And then it doesn't sync itself. It's got a manual that's like 100 pages long, and I couldn't fucking figure it out. And in order to set the time, they got this little wheel, and so I don't know how to fucking sync it with the atomic thing. So I have to turn this fucking wheel for like a million years until it gets to the thing. Oh my, it was a disaster. Don't get these atomic bullshit clocks. They don't work. It's a scam. Wait, stop saying whose name?
He's talking about Ronald.
Oh.
If you say his name 3 times, he'll appear.
Oh my god.
By the way, I don't know if anybody was watching the PGA Championship yesterday.
Yes.
When Phil Mickelson, at age 50,
oldest
major winner in golf history at 50 years of age.
Awesome.
And you know what he was wearing? The whole round?
Rolex,
please.
I believe it was a weird looking Cellini with like a square. I can't prove it, but someone pointed out that it didn't look like a round case.
Mm-hmm.
It looked almost squarish. It's like something I had never seen before, and we couldn't figure it out. I thought it was a Cellini, just a standard Cellini. Oh, look, and I'm looking at a Rolex sponsored ad. Look at these geniuses on my Instagram.
I saw the Rolex ad the other day. I don't know where.
How come I don't get any of these ads? I don't get any of their watches, none of their ads. What the fuck, man?
I had a Ferrari YouTube ad once. I was like, what the fuck am I clicking on? It was nuts.
Check it out.
Oh, hold on. Let me push you full screen.
Wait,
full
what
screen.
was he wearing?
All right, so
Again.
PGA.
Actually, I can put it full screen here.
What's
the
crazy
comment is kind of in the way.
Yeah, I need to read this comment.
You guys can see it.
Danger,
Yeah, that's good.
you're a unique guy because you're a smart guy. You're actually a smart guy.
It's awesome.
And he's wearing it while playing.
While playing.
Brave.
And it wasn't a professional sports model either. Look at that. See that? What is that? See that?
Looks like it's
Oh, that's like 36, 34 probably.
Yeah,
that's really
tiny.
small.
Wow.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to feel it. And he plays left-handed, and he's wearing it. They call him lefty, right? For those who don't know. And he's wearing it on his left hand. So that means all the force is going right on that watch.
Is that why you did that when you were using the Tudor?
If he could play with a Cellini, then the tuna should be able to withstand the
impact, the vibration.
Yeah.
The vibration, guys.
Rolex sponsoring golf and tennis. It's like a 2-piece Hungabusta because it's the sports.
One more time.
It's the sports. It's the sports of the elite, and then at the same time, it's showcasing that the watches can take shock. These guys are geniuses.
Hungabusta.
How do we say it? How does Marco say it? Let's get it.
2-piece chicken meal deal.
Hungabusta. Exactly. It's a combo deal.
Combo meal deal.
I like it.
Oh, Angie says Cellini 4233.
4233. Okay. Good information.
Oh shit, he's right.
34 millimeter. He said 34 millimeter.
The money.
That's small as hell.
White gold. So they gave him the smallest watch they possibly had, right? The lightest, smallest.
They owned this for many years.
Oh
yeah, it's an older one.
Wow.
They don't make these anymore.
Winners wear what they want. In case you didn't
know, Captain, they don't really make these anymore, so I'm sure he's owned this for quite a while.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing. This is the guy who's cool. He's naturally cool because the watch doesn't make a guy cool. The cool people wear watches. Get it, guys?
Actually,
it's
William
like me. I'm selling my Steve McQueen sunglasses.
Get the rubber. Oh yeah, but rubber is a little bit more dense than leather, so it might be heavier. Like it's a little bit thicker and bulkier.
Trying to mess with the swing.
Right.
No, but he was wearing it. I think I don't think it was on. Oh wait, that's a rubber strap.
No, leather. He was wearing it on leather.
Yeah. Someone mentioned that they would want oysterflex helps lessen the vibration. No, but because it's thicker, you know what I mean? It's girthier. It'll get in your way.
Yeah. He wanted it to hug the wrist, not really feel that it's on.
Very thin. Yeah.
Small.
I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible to play with a leather watch, right? Because you're sweating.
He can just replace it. He doesn't give a fuck. He's not like, it's got to be original. It's the original. If it's not original, it's going to lose value. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I don't know how you play golf, but I don't sweat when I play golf unless it's hot out.
I guess you're not hitting it in the trees enough there, Cooler. Because how I play golf, I'm sweating like a pig.
Hunting down the balls.
You got to go to Pine Valley.
Especially if you're playing like 104-degree weather.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, guys? Somebody sweats playing golf, and why are you even outside doing it? It's like just grab the joystick.
Never played.
Turn on the TV. Turn on air conditioning. The Wii remote. I mean, the only thing is like I get sweaty palms.
Grab an edible.
Right.
Grab an edible
and watch Phil play. That's what I did yesterday.
Yeah, I don't understand what the problem is. The AC just full blast. Why would you sweat?
Whiskey or a beer or whatever your cocktail of choice is, and and enjoy.
You are wrong. Captain retrieves his balls from the pond.
I leave him in there, man. That's why I always carry quite a few extras.
And Mr. Casio says he's wearing a Cellini. He doesn't care about the resale value.
No.
Exactly.
Guys, he's worth like 300 million or something like that. How much is he worth, Tim? Look this up. What's his net worth? Phil Mickelson net worth. Do you think he gives a flying shit?
I guess easily over 100.
Yeah, right, easily. He has a private jet.
Check out Tiger. I want to see Tiger Woods, how much he's worth.
Probably 250. I'm going to guess 250.
250. I would say over
400 million.
Right. How much?
400 million.
Right, and Tiger's easily over 5.
Oh, he's a billionaire, Tiger.
Oh, he's a billionaire. Okay, there you go.
Okay. Now Phil does really well.
I mean, Rory McIlroy, who hasn't been relevant in about 7 years, is worth like 150 million.
Marco, is that enough? Is 800 million too much for one person to own?
Definitely not too much.
He's
earned too much.
He's earned it. He's worked for it.
He earned it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really? 800.
Who earned it for him?
800?
Who earned it for him?
Really? That's not too much?
Not at all.
No.
Is there amount that's too much? Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. I mean, it's after 2 hour mark. There's no limit?
No.
No, there shouldn't be a limit.
We gotta have a whole show where we talk about this. The limits.
Yeah,
Why
Tim,
would there be a limit?
Tim, I would put it like this. I don't think you need to put a hard limit on the number, because you have other tools you use, like your wealth tax or whatever other taxes, to reduce extreme wealth. It's like, if I want to demolish a wall, I can use a saw, I can use a hammer. I have different tools available, right? There are different ways to approach the problem. You don't have to necessarily put a hard cap on it. I think that's sort of a crude way to approach it.
No, I think it's just the simplest way, because because otherwise there's going to be a lot of loopholes.
Tim, you realize that California has many homes. I mean, we're talking about over 100 at least homes that are over 15 million, right? So you're just going to tank the entire real estate in California. What about New York?
Yeah,
Same thing with New York.
I don't think people need homes with 150 bedrooms just for what? Just how many bedrooms do you think home needs? How many max?
As many as you want.
Right, as many as you want.
So 100 million bedrooms home.
I don't think there's a structure big enough for that.
Just as an F. So like Bill Gates got 35 cars in his garage. You don't think that's
there's someone in the neighborhood here who has that.
No, it's not 34.
Vernon Hill. A billionaire.
Tim, you have 7. How many watches do you have? You have 5 watches?
You started Commerce Bank.
I have
Isn't that 4 too many?
Yes, I do. 4
it's
watches
4 too many. Why don't you sell them and give it to the IRS, Tim?
I would love to pass a law where one man, one bone. One man, one bone.
And give it to the IRS, Tim.
Okay.
Marco, how many wives should a man have? Marco, how many wives should a man have?
How many what?
How many wives should a man have?
I mean, that comes down to personal choice, Tim. If you want to have one wife,
no, I'm just saying. Do you think because right now only one? There's one limit. There's limit one man per wife.
That's not true, Tim. That's true in the Christian religion. That's true in the Christian religion.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying
there are plenty of people
you
who
can't have more than one spouse right now.
Yeah, it's legal.
Why is there a hard cap?
You can't have 2 spouses. You can only have one legally.
Exactly. Why
you can
not?
have one legally, but you can have more than one socially.
No. Legally.
Legally is not the definition of
well.
Spouse,
right now,
though.
you can have legally. You illegally you can have
but Tim,
all kinds of stuff.
But Tim, a wedding is a religious
why is
celebration.
there a hard cap according to law? Why does law limit how many wives a man can have and cannot have?
Because when you're married, you get financial breaks, and they don't want to give it out like crazy.
Well, I think society breaks when somebody has too much money.
Tim, can I
can use that same argument.
That's a terrible.
It's called a logical chokehold.
It has so many gaps of logic. Let's not get into it.
It's called It's called the League of Shadows, right?
League of Shadows.
The League of Shadows. If you ever saw
the Batman, familiar.
Yeah, it should be. It should be. Tom.
It's Batman. Exactly. Ra's al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul, however you pronounce it. He's the leader. Guys, come on. Are you kidding? Are you guys kidding?
When things get out of balance, the League of Shadows goes in and burns it to the ground to restore the balance. But I don't believe in a hard cap. No, because you need to incentivize, right? The American way is we need to incentivize people to make as much money as possible, right?
Tim,
so that they're incentivized to keep doing it and create new things. Like if he
let me ask
capped,
Tim, when you reach that hard cap,
if he was capped, he wouldn't want to play anymore.
Well,
right?
Exactly. So what happens when you reach that hard cap? You just
have
give
no
up in life?
incentive.
Yeah, you just give up in life, right? There's no point in living.
No, I think the argument would be
living. How do you know that?
They're going to play because they enjoy it. They're going to play because they enjoy it.
Tim, what else would you have to accomplish? You've already accomplished the highest thing you can accomplish in society. You have 15
first
million.
Of all, I think everybody should start from zero. So
hold on a sec. Can I propose a situation?
Yes.
So let's, Tim is saying, how many bedrooms should Bill Gates be able to have in his house? How many cars should he be able to have? But what about this? What if you propose your tax laws and he's paying all those taxes and you can confirm that, he's paying your 60% income tax, he's paying your annual wealth tax, and all, on and on. And
yeah,
you know what? It's all proven.
Way to do it hold on.
Put
a hard cap. Above 15 million people can't have.
No, so
could he still have 20 bedrooms?
Let me finish.
I don't think he would be able to afford it. No.
So he's paying all the taxes. He's not skirting anything. So why would you put a cap on what he can and can't buy with the remaining money? There should. I'm
just saying he wouldn't be able to afford it because like if there's a hard cap of 15 million, right? Then
15 million. You want to cap someone's net worth at 15 million? 15 million.
I would make every room a bedroom.
You know what? Wait. Yeah, but how about this? Bill Gates got divorced, right? So Melinda gets half. So now what? Now what does he do? Because now half of his 50 is
Tim,
down.
There are Patek Philippe watches that sell at auction for more than 15 million.
Exactly. Their business model would no longer be viable. They would have to make cheaper watches. Yeah.
Tim, the fact that you don't see the flaws in this logic is actually insane.
Why?
Tim would collapse society just to have his world.
Why would society be collapsed? How does putting a hard cap on how much personal wealth a person have would collapse society?
Tim, did you realize what you just said about Patek and how it would apply to pretty much all businesses?
Maybe it would bankrupt Patek. I don't know.
No, it wouldn't bankrupt Patek. It would bankrupt the workers because Tim, Patek would still be making the same watches or lesser watches. They would have to pay they would have to pay their employees smaller wages because they couldn't afford it. The margins wouldn't be as big. And so what would end up happening is
you're just assuming.
Of course. It's basic economic theory, Tim. And
you're just assuming.
You can easily infer this.
Hold on a second.
It's not so basic.
Tim,
because
do you actually believe do you actually believe like something like 15 million as a hard cap, 15? Are you seriously suggesting something like that?
15 million.
Yeah, as a network. Yeah. As a network.
Tim, did you really think he meant $15 just there?
Okay, guys, like
he says 15.
This is not you can't seriously debate that because
this will never happen though. Like
this is an arbitrary number. Like
this will never happen. This is not even in realm of any kind of possibility. This is just my personal belief. Obviously, it's not on the table anywhere on the table. Like, what are we like? This is just a thought experiment that I'm giving. Something that I believe.
It's a thought experiment on edibles.
There's no Democrat. There's no Republican. There's no hard lefty who is having this thing. Oh, Burping Hard. How's it going? This is just kind of I'm talking on edibles. I'm just giving you a proposition, something to think about.
Well, it's not a serious proposition. It's like a troll proposition.
Why is it troll proposition?
Because it's nowhere close to the realm of reality. It's so far out there that.
Wait, I don't think it's so far out.
No, like if you were to say, cap the wealth at 500 million, okay, maybe we can have a more realistic discussion. But 15, you're out of your mind. That's not realistic at all.
Why?
Look, if you can't realize why that's unrealistic, there's no point in debating.
No, I want you to explain to me why it's unrealistic. 15 million. Why that's unrealistic?
Okay, so what about 1 million? What about 500,000? At some point, it's unrealistic.
What I'm saying. I'm being very generous with 15 million. I think like that's a lot of money.
A lot of stuff costs a lot more than that.
Like what kind of stuff?
Like a whole bunch of stuff. What do you mean?
Private
airplane? How about an airplane? How about building a bridge? Like,
well, a company.
Do you need those things?
A company can own that. Yeah. Like you're saying, like Boeing cannot. I'm not saying. I said individual. I didn't say like a company that like a Boeing cannot produce airplanes that other companies can use.
So I'm not allowed to own 15 million.
What happens if you make 15 million and $1 is a net worth? Where does that money go? Where does that extra dollar go?
Wait, what? Oh,
if
yeah,
you
it
have 15 million,
it would get taxed
at 100%.
Yeah, everything above 15 million would get taxed at 100%.
Oh shit!
That's
so you're talking about
communism.
well, that's what he's talking
Well,
about,
it's
guys.
not. Communism is seizing means of production.
This is worse than communism.
You're confiscating.
It's worse than communism. Well,
you're confiscating people's wealth, right? You're confiscating.
But what is taxes?
Yeah, but you can't take
what is profit? When somebody goes to work, right?
Mm.
Your employer,
yeah,
like your employer earns, let's say, from your productivity, they earn 500,000, but they give you only 100,000. They're confiscating your wealth, so there's no difference. It's just taxed by different name.
Yeah,
if
but
you
Tim,
work at the burger flipping,
you may make 500,000, but there's things that go into that 500,000. There's the salary, there's the rent, there's your equipment. There's
15 million.
Yeah, but
we draw stock gains on 15 million.
We draw the biggest talent in the United States, right? You even said it, from around the world.
Forget any stocks.
You don't think so? You think if they capped this at 15 million, they wouldn't go somewhere else?
Who's making 15 million?
And what about
15 million? I got to tell you, Tim, it's not a lot of. I mean, it's a lot of money.
Not a lot of money.
Not comparatively to where we are today. We have billionaires.
That we could talk about. What do you think?
We should be talking about higher numbers than 15 million.
What do you think should be the cap? What do you think should be the cap?
No, the cap is an extremely crude way of looking at it. There are way better tools in the toolbox.
Let's see what Captain says. Let's see what Captain says. What do you think?
Well, let's put it this way, right? So let's take Bill Gates, and I know this is going to be discredited, but didn't he had him and like some other billionaires sign a pledge, right, to give away half of their wealth? I know. But even on the surface of the scam, they were like trying to perpetrate, let's say, a false belief. And I don't know if it's a scam, not a scam, of like him and everyone else.
They're trying to look like they're
right.
We're trying to save the world.
See, my view is I told you guys before, if we get out of balance too much with the disparity, and the wealth disparity in the country has reached, this is just a fact, right? Pretty astronomical levels.
The highest it's ever been.
You're going to have revolutions like Tim and people like Tim who are going to burn the country to the ground. So I think
I don't want to burn the country. No,
not you. But I'm just saying that
people will burn the motherfucker down.
There you go. If the billionaires don't see this, I think they do see this. I think they see this. I think they realize
the wealth gap has to be put into context.
A little bit of a problem.
The rich are very rich, but the middle, the bottom, the people who they're being compared to are also getting richer over time as well.
Not as rich.
I don't think it's rich, man.
No, but Marco, the bottom, let's say 50 or 30%, are poorer than they used to be.
Okay, so but whose fault is that?
It's their individual choice to be poor.
You said it, not me. You said it, not me.
I gotta tell
you. Classes.
You said it, not me, Tim. You said it.
No, I mean, I'm just saying that's the attitude.
I didn't say that. You said it.
But I read your thoughts.
No, those words did not come out of my mouth.
But I got to tell you though, guys. See, here's where experience and whatnot. I hate to throw that up all the time, but there used to be when Ronald Reagan, who is a little bit old, he's dead, right? And you guys weren't even born yet.
Yes, the greatest the greatest American president of all.
Right, he was very good, and I loved Ronald Reagan. But
that's debatable to some people.
One of the best.
Here's the thing. So what he did was, he cut taxes, but the tax rates were like 50%.
Because he closed loopholes.
And but they were much higher. The top
here's what happened. Captain.
But also, he didn't cut defense spending at all because he wanted to go against Russia, right, with the whole Cold War and this and that. So he increased taxes and he increased the spending.
Roads. He built roads.
I don't even know if he did that.
He hired government
workers. He didn't build roads.
Yes, he did. He invested in the infrastructure, and he hired government employees.
The defense budget grew,
but he did not build them himself, Tim. This is where you conflate it. The tax dollars, people, ordinary citizens. No. He invested the citizens' money in building the bridges.
What
Yes,
citizens'
it's
money?
not
It's
the government's money.
Citizens don't have money.
What do you mean? Where does the government get their money from?
Who cares?
Where does the government get their money from?
So he did an infrastructure spending plan. Is that what we're saying? He did an
I don't. Because Tim acts like it's the government property.
I don't actually remember
Reagan.
I don't remember Reagan. How do we know Reagan did this? Who said? Is this a fact? Like
what?
Mark.
I don't know. I'm just replying to the point.
I thought that Ronald Reagan's biggest thing was he cut taxes for the from 50% to lower, and he lowered middle class taxes.
Here's
right?
the thing, though,
Steven. Middle class, and then he spent a shit ton on defense spending so that he can go mano a mano with Russia. And eventually Russia collapsed because they couldn't keep up with the spending.
Russia got crapped in the spending because
but the thing is, though,
Afghanistan war.
When Reagan cut taxes, he also at the same time closed a lot of loopholes. But 2 years later, those loopholes came back. And that's what so like when he cut taxes, what a lot of people say, look, people point at that and say, look, when you cut taxes, the government revenue goes up. They're not taking
the economy. No. You know what happened too? The economy grows. It's supply side economics. So the economy grows, and you have more taxes.
No, but then here's what happened.
Reaganomics.
It grew because he cut the loophole. So actually, the government was taxing more. The income didn't go up. The government tax revenue didn't go up because he cut taxes. It went up.
It went up because
more taxes.
Because the economy grew. And more taxes to collect.
Yes, it is, Tim. Because the pool of people that were being taxed grew.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, so
because
explain to me how taxes.
When the loopholes were opened up again, the revenue sank.
Yes, because people left. Left.
No, they didn't left. Literally, when you collect more tax, when you have higher percentage taxes, you'll bring in more revenue. And you guys are trying to make it look like, if government collects no taxes, they will bring in 100% tax.
You're oversimplifying it. You're saying
no, I'm not oversimplifying it.
Really,
literally,
can I explain my point?
You are making it more
confusing
than it is.
It's on the amount of people that are getting taxed.
So exactly. It's based on the amount of people that are getting taxed, Tim. If you just raise taxes, and they're astronomical raises, people are just going to leave and export their jobs.
About astronomical. We're talking about like 5-10%.
That is astronomical. What do you mean?
What was
5-10% increase in taxes?
How much did he close in loopholes? I don't think we have these numbers in front of us. But the point is,
so we actually have a law called the rule against,
for example,
the rule against perpetuities, where you can't transfer wealth.
Cut taxes. What happened to the revenue, the government revenue? It sank. He cut taxes. The government brings in less money in revenue.
It's a balancing act. So when you I'm just speaking in general terms. When you put taxes on things, it puts a drag on production because you have to overcome a hurdle that is like an external hurdle. So if you make the tax cut too big piece of the pie, you shrink the total tax pool. It's a parabolic shape. There's a sweet spot in the middle where you can gain the most tax revenue. If you tax too much, you get less tax revenue.
If you tax 100%, right? Or but it's the same way when you tax at zero, because there's no people.
You're appealing to extremes, Tim.
The rich people, the people who don't want to pay tax, the super rich. I'm not saying like rich. I'm saying super rich. It's like they're trying to pretend like if we like Amazon pays zero in taxes.
No, that's not a 0% effective rate. Though, Tim. No, you're mischaracterizing the argument.
You're just looking
you're mischaracterizing it completely, Tim. They're not paying a 0% effective rate.
They're paying 0%.
They don't.
No, they're not.
They don't
pay 0% effective rate, Tim. They pay $0 because there's such a thing as carry forward losses, Tim. It's basic accounting. All businesses depend on it. Well, Tim, all businesses are allowed to do that. Why wouldn't they do it?
I get it.
They don't pay a 0% effective tax rate. They have to pay tax like everybody else.
Well, I'm sure they're good at minimizing their tax burden with
because they
tax
created the loophole. They created the loopholes. And that's what I'm saying.
Who created the loophole?
They bribed the politicians to
create
politicians.
What politicians? Yeah.
The powerful
Give me
lobbies
the bill, Tim.
influence
Give me
it.
the bill. Give me the bill that said Amazon is going to pay 0% in taxes. Give me the bill. I want to see
So
it.
here we're looking
The
at
bill that was passed in Congress, Tim. I want
here
the
we go.
proof.
So here in 2018, Amazon posted income of more than 11 billion, but the
Right.
company paid 0 federal taxes. In fact, thanks to the tax credits and
Exactly.
deductions,
And
Amazon actually received federal tax refund of 120. So they paid 0 in taxes, and they got a 100. So they got socialized. They got a gift of 129 million.
Okay, but why? Why do they get that gift?
You. That's why.
Did they get that
Because they don't.
That's it. You don't want to read on because there's
laws.
a reason why, Tim.
They
No.
don't
Wait a
give
minute.
fuck, man. They're the most socialist company ever. They want to get help. They receive these feedback
help this guy.
They need
please.
to build. Think about it. Think about
Marco,
this.
you're
When
correct.
Amazon was
You
coming
already
to
know
New
it
York,
is.
they asked for $5 billion to build their distribution center. Jeff Bezos could build the $5 billion distribution center in New York with his own money, but he gave 10 million to Cuomo. He bribed Cuomo to do it. So why should he pay with his own money if he can give 10 to Cuomo and then use taxpayers' money to do it?
No, but it's
because Tim, they help in other ways. They create thousands of jobs, and then the taxpayers pay taxes.
Kill millions of jobs. What are you talking about? Amazon is creating jobs. Whenever Walmart comes into town, they destroy all the jobs, and the only jobs that are left are working for Walmart for minimum wage.
They don't destroy jobs; they make them their jobs.
Tim, when Amazon comes to a city, they're opening a headquarters. They're not like at Walmart.
Why can't they do it with their own money? Why did he give $10 million to Cuomo? And why was Cuomo working so hard to give $5 billion to Amazon to build that facility?
Okay, let me answer your question.
That's a scam.
Let me answer your question.
Socialism for Amazon. But if a person wants to open their own business, they can get a loan from a bank. Come on, it's like Time-Piece Gentlemen.
Okay, let me answer your questions. Let me answer your questions.
I didn't know if I was asking a question, but
it's
welcome, Birmingham.
So when big companies are looking at opening up new headquarters, cities bid on that because they want to bring.
Wait, let me answer this. Pavel says Democrats are easy to buy. Exactly. At least Republicans, they ask for a lot of money, and then they use this money to build up political power, and they're investing it into getting mailing lists. Democrats, on the other hand, you give them a couple of bucks and they turn like that. Fucking scum. So I agree with you. Yep. Sorry, Conrad.
Yeah. So when big companies are looking at opening up new headquarters, different cities put bids in or give them tax breaks or whatever because they want to bring those jobs to their city. Now,
it's a joke. This is the biggest scam. This is the biggest scam that Amazon said. By the way, hold on. Let me interrupt you because Amazon claimed we had 5 cities that we were going to build this facility in, and we did like a draw, and New York won the opportunity to build the center. All New York has to do is give us $5 billion, and we will build it here. And then when the New Yorkers protest and didn't build, did they go to the number 2 winner?
No, it wasn't New York. It was AOC. It was AOC complaining. It was AOC complaining, and then she torched the deal and killed thousands of jobs.
Why should
Amazon 30,000 jobs?
New York
Was it 30,000, Tommy?
The trains are dirty
she
and
killed
stinky.
30,000 jobs. Congratulations, great job, AOC.
The what?
Great job.
Amazon made those numbers up. You realize that, right? That's Amazon saying that's what we will do.
They make them up like your fantasy loan.
Yeah, they made it up. They made it up. Those numbers. Those numbers. The 30,000 jobs that was made up.
How do you know?
Just finish my point?
Because it's a known fact.
Yeah.
Finish.
Look at every time a company promises something. Hold on. Let's go to here. Hold on.
Look, Tim, I'm not arguing against that. I think there's lots of corruption with big companies influencing policies. Like 100%, that's the case. Anyone who doesn't see that is blind. It's clear as day. But there are distinctions to be made. Not everything is corruption. So it's not just black or white.
But Tim, here's the thing. So they have these 5 bidding, and you're right. There's 5 bidders or so.
Let's look at this.
They just went somewhere else, though. So
exactly, Captain. It's called leverage. It's called using leverage in negotiation.
Exactly.
Of course, they're gonna. First of all, if they have all the power.
Okay, let's look at this one, guys.
Let's look
at this one, guys, real quick. I don't know. I just googled this, but in 2017,
smart business people.
You know this Foxconn thing? They were going to build this thing in southern Wisconsin.
Who wrote this?
By the way, the other site was an MNBC site.
Remember this thing?
What's the site? What's the site? Who's the author?
I mean, I just googled it. It's just
Who's the site? What's the author? I don't trust Google, Tim. I don't trust Google. You know,
I'm gonna mute Marco because he's just yelling over it. Let's just read through this. In exchange for billions in tax subsidies, Foxconn was supposed to build an enormous LCD facility in the tiny village of Mount Pleasant, creating 13,000 jobs. That was the promise. Trump was there. They were making these promises. They were going to build this massive Foxconn facility. Right? 3 years later, the factory and the jobs don't exist. They probably never will. They took the money. The Foxconn took the money. There's nothing there. They will never complete it because once they got the money, they got the fuck out. So these Amazon promised they will create that many jobs. Guess what? I don't believe them because this.
I don't believe this surface level analysis. This is surface level.
No, this is in depth. This looks like
surface level analysis.
Findings. They go through key findings. Foxconn said that. Foxconn said it would build 20 million square foot LCD complex inside construction of an empty building. 1/20th that size it calls the fab. Records show Foxconn recently changed the intended use of the building from manufacturing to storage. Like you read the whole article. Go in depth.
What's your point?
And
so
wasn't Foxconn in China? Wasn't Foxconn? They're the ones where all the employees were jumping out windows, right? All of their workers.
Exactly. Those guys.
So who the fuck is? I didn't know Foxconn in the U.S. had any government contract.
Gave Wisconsin governor,
Amazon
big bribe, and
right. What does it have to do?
They stole the money and they ran.
Amazon.
So they stole the money and they ran. So how does that relate to Amazon? You think Amazon's going to take it and not open the headquarters?
That's not what I said.
The company's
not related.
They said they will create 13,000 jobs.
Sure, they do.
Amazon will say anything for the government to give them $20 billion or $5 billion. And then they will not fulfill the promise.
Yeah, so then it's the government's...
I think you're assuming there, Tim. We don't do that.
All they want is their $5 billion to build this facility for free, and then everyone can go fuck themselves.
Look, if you make a deal, if Amazon makes a deal with the government,
no deal.
Where's the deal? Then it's the job of the government
tell that
to make sure they
to
uphold
the people who moved. Tell that to the governor of Wisconsin. Tell that to Donald Trump. Tell it to the Fox.
Well, you know what? The governor of Wisconsin is a fucking moron. Okay,
where's the deal?
If you let that happen, he's a fucking idiot.
Look,
it's not
shame on him.
It's not the governor's. It's not the governor's money. It's the taxpayers' money. Like both.
Yeah, but he spent it very poorly, though, right?
Parties, right? Like both parties do this. The whole Solyndra stuff and like these bailouts, right? That you see these constant company bailouts. It's like
because the government is run by idiots.
Amazon. So Amazon, it's a multi-billion-dollar company. Jeff Bezos could build this facility by himself. He doesn't need the government to give him $5 billion. There's nothing stopping. By the way, Marco, there's no one is stopping Amazon from building this facility with their own money. The problem is,
Tim, if somebody else can build it for you, why wouldn't you take advantage of that? Because he knows multiple people are bidding for Amazon.
Nobody's bidding. Nobody gives a fuck.
What are you talking about? They wanted to go to Toronto.
Nobody was bidding. If they were bidding, they...
Tommy, there's no fucking convincing
They were official bids, Tim. How can
That's a lie. That's a lie. Just like this guy, just like the Foxconn.
Look, wait, hold on. Can I get?
Foxconn has nothing to do with Amazon. That's a retarded comparison.
Right, exactly. False equivalence.
No, the equivalence is that these companies will lie to get government money.
You're assuming.
So like
one extreme example, and he applies it as
this happens all the time.
Yeah.
Based on what? Your opinion?
You're assuming that too.
It's your opinion. That's your
because
opinion.
it always happens.
Well, because you're
ask
saying
Walmart. Look, we can go to here.
I'm gonna ask Walmart.
The government's cutting. They're not protecting the taxpayers' money very well. They're cutting bad deals. They're not negotiating. They're not negotiating the right way.
But they stay in power, right?
They do. Regret it. Yes,
and that's what they care. So I mean, we can literally have a $1.9 trillion stimulus bill where taxpayers get $1,400 each, and people are like celebrating, not realizing like that spending package. It's actually like way more like, oh yeah, sure. Just put that $5,000 bill on my tab. They get $1,400 back, and they think they're ahead of it. It's like,
Tim, can I rephrase what you paraphrase what you said and tell me if I get it, if I understand it correctly?
Yeah.
What you're saying. Okay. So you're saying Amazon is, entering this deal in quotation marks with the government, and then they're not fulfilling their end of the deal, right? So then my question would be, is that right so far?
The thing is, though, once they don't fulfill their end of the deal, there's no repercussion. It's too late. We're giving the money away, and this what's going to happen to this Foxconn facility? What's going to happen?
Look, okay, so
the government gave how much money? So how much money did they get? Foxconn,
explain to me what the point is if we're talking about Amazon, why you bring up this makeshift Chinese company?
Hold on.
Because the government gave them money. How much money did they give them?
That has nothing to do with Amazon, Tim.
It has everything to do. It has to do because the government gave money, and they promised to create 13,000 jobs. How much did they get? Hold on.
Let me finish.
No. Hold on. Wait.
But you guys are going in circles.
Empty buildings. How much money did they give?
Who wrote this article, by the way?
I bet if we do any research,
where's it from?
Here.
What's your background in education? I want to know all.
The state and local government spent
at least
$400 million, largely on land and infrastructure Foxconn will likely never need. Residents were pushed from their homes under the eminent domain, and dozens of houses bulldozed to clear property Foxconn doesn't know what to do with. And the recurring cycle of new recruits joined the project, eager to help it succeed, only to become trapped in the mirage.
Explain how this applies to Amazon.
I'll tell you.
Hold on.
What are they going to do? What are the people who were pushed out of their homes? Where the government gave them $400 million. They didn't fulfill their end of the deal.
Okay, so Tim, are you arguing that the government is incompetent in holding up their end of the deal?
I think so funny.
Yes,
exactly. Tim advocates for more government.
The government is incompetent in holding up their end of the deal.
I'm not done. Exactly. Or are you arguing that the government is corrupt?
Totally agree.
No. And the government's corrupt. Keep going, Tim.
Cuomo will be gone. The new guy will say, "Hey, I didn't sign that deal."
And what's the solution?
Do you think the government?
They shouldn't. No. The government shouldn't give them. The solution is they shouldn't give them the free money. Why should?
Oh shit, Tim. We fucking agree.
The government
shouldn't
give. No, that's not what I said. I said the government shouldn't give $5 billion to Amazon. That's my solution. Amazon wants to build their own fucking facility. They can do it. They have the money to do it. Prove to me that Amazon doesn't have the money to build their own facility.
That has nothing to do with it.
It has everything to do. Why should Why should the government? You guys are such socialists right now. Because you think that the government should give free money to Amazon.
Let me ask
who doesn't need help. Who doesn't pay taxes.
Yeah, Marco.
Let's say, okay. Let me ask you a question. Let's say you could buy your own Rolex watch, okay? You could buy any watch you want.
Here, look.
But then I say, hold on, Tim. Let me ask you a question.
Amazon. I'm gonna mute you because Paul says actually Amazon built a warehouse in next town to me, promising 2,000 jobs. It recently created 60 jobs, ruining the countryside. Amazon doesn't give a fuck. They will lie. They will say anything in order to get the money first, and then you sort it out later.
The state never gave any of the $3 billion in subsidies, and in fact, now they've agreed to only give $8 million. So they didn't give them any money, Tim.
This because of resistance. Terrible. Yeah, because of the resistance.
Is terrible.
Hey, you want to hear
they paid them, and that they didn't do anything. They didn't give them shit.
Hey, do you want?
I know.
Misrepresented the
People
entire
protest.
case. It
People
doesn't
protest.
matter.
Yeah.
Are you talking Foxconn or are you talking Amazon?
That was
Tommy?
a Foxconn.
Okay.
No,
Hey,
no. The state and the government spent $400 million.
It was tax subsidies.
Hey, you want to do like a cool thought
That's what
experiment?
it means.
Yeah,
That's
they
what it
didn't
means
give them any
spending
subsidies.
money.
They didn't
Yeah.
give them any money. You know what a tax subsidy is?
Who do you think was building that infrastructure? Who do you think was building the infrastructure?
Oh my goodness, Jesus, Tommy!
The government spent $400 million. You know what? Read
This
the
is
whole
why
article.
you have to actually read the article.
You got
It's
time. Read the whole.
I did
I'll
more
drop the
research
link.
than just one article.
I'll drop the link. No, I'll just drop the link. It looks like it has all the necessary kind of stuff. Although, I mean, I don't know like how deep it goes in. It looks good. Read the whole thing. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. I haven't read it. Fun fact on Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay, so if your viewers don't close out of this window, if they open up a new window on their browser, okay, and type in the website www.relentless.com.
Okay, what does that do? www.
NSFW.
Just relentless.com.
Oh, it's Amazon. Jesus, that's funny.
That was what he originally wanted it to be, but it seemed a little too offensive, so now it redirects to Amazon.
Why is that offensive?
Well, it's just like, hey, how like the mind of Jeff Bezos is like, I'm gonna be like a relentless.
It's a
relentless. I mean, look, the bottom line
should be.
I will fucking take over.
He's a rapacious capitalist. Is that what you or you're calling
really.
him?
I honestly
is right.
So I'm actually a big free market capitalist advocate. I don't think America is a very good example of free market capitalism. I think we have basically an oligarchy now. I mean, at this point, because you have so much money that you can pay politicians, right? Especially congressmen and women or senators that are passing bills, and at least in America, the purse strings are held by by the House. And so you have why are millionaires and billionaires such big donors to the political class?
Yeah, you guys have big lobbying
to pass laws. Yeah, so I mean, if Amazon is able to play and say, oh, like give us a tax break, right? As much as I think taxes are too high, in the state I live in, for example, there can be like certain amount of taxes, except for except like an airline manufacturing company. We're gonna exempt them.
Why?
Because of Boeing. Because Boeing's such a big airline. So it's like you're picking and choosing. You're allowing your elected politicians who have the power to make policy and write tax law. You're allowing them to pick winners and losers. So
they're allowing themselves because they have so much money. They can bribe the politicians and
they're lobbying. They're lobbying.
That's why this 80-20 principle always continues to happen, right? They call it the Matthew principle. It's like that's why the rich are always going to get richer because
that's why
they're in power.
Take away their wealth, so they can't do it. So they can't do it as well.
Right.
Yeah, it's a late stage capitalism. Like it's like an end game. That's how it regresses to.
Maybe I think in America, I think it can kind of swing back and forth. I mean, you might have
got $8 million total. That's it. They got nothing.
Who did?
What are you talking?
Fox Corp got $8 million, right, Tommy?
And how do you know this?
$8 million in subsidies.
How do you know this? How do you know this?
So in other words, the last 20 minutes killed some brain cells. That
right, exactly.
How do you know how much money they got? How do you know how much money they got? You read it on some right-wing website where they're defending the Foxconn. Come on, guys. Don't be so naive.
You're taking shit from the
don't be so naive because there are websites who will defend Foxconn because they're paid by Foxconn. Literally, Foxconn bribe.
So Foxconn is a fraudulent financial machine. Yes.
Look, you guys are getting caught up in the details. Tim is just trying to make a point.
Tim is totally misrepresents arguments. He totally misrepresents.
No, I don't.
Yeah, but like
you're choosing to misunderstand my argument
in his favor.
You guys are choosing to misunderstand my arguments.
But it is
Frank Gerard. If allowed, corporations in America
you said they got donated
let him read the chat. Let him read the chat.
Guys, calm down. If allowed, corporations in America would create a China-like system and create a permanent underclass. Of course. And it's all like I think they already did that.
I don't know if they're doing it on purpose, though. I think that's what's
maximizing profit.
But let me ask you something. Hold on. There's one. Okay, so let's say you're investing in stocks and you hold stock in Amazon.
That's right. Yeah, I do.
The American people are going to be benefiting. Whoever invests in the stock is benefiting from their actions, right? Or government's bad actions.
But generally, that's not the poor.
Because they're bought and paid. I agree with that. You're right. Look, I think the
rich will get richer because they're not losers with 36mm watches. Bam, bam, bam.
I think we're at a tipping point. I mean, I can't see how much further we can stretch this thing. You know what I'm saying? Before the whole thing just falls on itself.
Yeah, and like from a big picture perspective, it's in everybody's best interest for the majority of the population to have a decent life. Because, you know, as you said, Captain, if it keeps getting worse and worse for more and more of the population, then, you know, you get into like revolution territory, right?
Well, so Occupy Wall Street was a
says Tim's high quality audio makes his arguments win.
Yeah, and if the disparities get too bad, right, or the like what they'll call like the Gini coefficient, right, it's too bad where there's this perceived injustice, you do get more revolution. I mean, that's when governments are toppled. I mean, throughout history, right? This happens again and again. So
people will burn this thing down to the ground. I mean, if people are so poor that, you know, they don't. Yeah, they're not going to care.
And you know, rich people, they're using lots of good tactics now. They're using lots of distraction tactics, distracting people from the real issues.
They're advanced.
You know, there's a lot of stuff going on. So they're pretty sneaky and smart.
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't mind being rich, but
work at a restaurant on weekends. There's plenty of ways to get out of poverty, guys.
Oh yeah. Lift yourself up by the bootstraps. That's the number one strategy. I love that one.
Look, Marco, of course you can get out of poverty.
12 rules for life. Like if you follow from 1 to 12, boom, you're gonna succeed 100%.
Work for Amazon. Work for Amazon.
You can always get out of poverty in capitalist society. That's not the point. The point is trying to make it better for everybody. That's what discussions are supposed to achieve.
And I think you're right. I think you could work really hard and be smart and do all the right things. And you know what? Comparatively to folks that are at the billion or trillion dollar, not $1 trillion, but the super rich is a whole different class. You know what I mean? It's
like kings. It's like kings.
It's becoming like you see yachts and everything where you see like all these yachts and watches.
Did you see Jeff Bezos'
as far as the eye can see? As far as
Kenny just put it perfectly. Look at that. America promises freedom. It doesn't promise success. That's right, guys.
What is freedom? What is freedom?
Yeah, but freedom you can make it better. You can make it better.
And being a slave is freedom.
Look
it's
up
like you're wearing chains and
freedom.
you're thinking that you're free. Dude, all efficient corporations try their best to race towards monopoly and get their expenses down as low as possible, including wages.
Yeah, of course.
And
Robert...
And that's why we have antitrust laws, though, that should be even.
We had antitrust laws.
I don't think why should we enforce antitrust laws? Why?
Well, because if you are able to garner monopoly, then you no longer would have a free market, right? So you would be able to.
Well, why do we care about free market?
Well, that's
because they would concentrate power
into
little people.
Fuck the free market. Let's just monopolize this son of a bitch and get it over with, right?
Tim is contradicting himself now.
When was it's been like, I don't know, as far as I can remember, that we've had like a real big antitrust case, right? Where they actually broke something up. You know what I mean? And it used to happen.
Microsoft.
But they won. They weren't broken up. I don't believe.
And I like this one.
And then there has been some mergers that haven't been allowed is usually what.
Yeah. For now. Because they didn't.
But remember, the AT&T, by the way, Verizon, all the baby bells were broken up because the telephone.
Didn't Trump block like AT&T Verizon merger because they didn't give him enough donations to his campaign or something like that?
Okay,
there's a story like that.
No one's refuting that there's lots of corruption and lobbying going on.
What?
He's saying that we all agree that there's some like corrupt.
I'm going on and on.
You guys are being very naive. Because see, you guys are Conrad. You're Canadian, so you don't understand how much corruption. Like
No, like, I do understand. I follow it. I know there's a lot. I know it's.
I mean, it's just you. It sounds like you're very naive that the Amazon promised 20,000 jobs, and I'm telling you, like, dude, that's a lie. And you're like, no, they made a promise. They're gonna keep the promise.
No, Tim, this is how deals work.
Whenever
in a deal. Wait, hold on. Let me finish. Like,
hold on. One second. No. Maybe in Canada deals work like that, but in the United States.
Let me know
they
if I
take the money and then they say, "Listen, go fuck yourself." That's how the deal. That's the art of the deal in the United States. You haven't seen these deals work.
Have you been reading too many Donald Trump books? Tim? The art of the deal.
Mr. Two, $8 super chat.
Actually, in Amazon,
always get out of poverty. Just hold a birthday live stream. You crazy shits. Duh. That is. Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, Tim, I believe that Amazon would have created, I don't know, 10 or 20,000 jobs. They probably would have. Right? It's
but
Amazon.
You also would have killed that many jobs.
I don't know about that.
They killed 30,000 jobs.
They
would kill over mom and pops. They do kill, right? They do take over.
I'm telling you, I'm not buying anything in stores anymore. I'm only buying from Amazon.
I love Amazon. That's what's so fucked up about it. Is
yeah,
like,
so
they make things cheaper, more accessible.
You know,
exactly. So they're killing right now. So when they promise
from Foxconn,
20,000 jobs, that's probably true. But they're gonna kill as many. They're not saying, but in their ad, they're not saying, we're going to kill probably 30,000 jobs, but we'll create 20,000. Right. Because think about it. They're going to be more efficient, right? The jobs they're creating. Hold on. The jobs they're creating, they're more efficient at what they're doing. So instead of having 50 different businesses that sell shoes or etc., right? It's going to be one place that sells shoes at a much more efficient. They don't need to hire as many people as we have hired right now. That's just all. Amazon is all about efficiency, selling products as efficiently as possible. So, yeah, they may create 20,000 jobs, but because those jobs are going to be more efficient, they will be able to basically run all of these places out of business. But that's just common sense.
But for years, Amazon was undercutting the competition. And now when I go to Amazon to buy something, because they're getting closer to having that monopoly, they're such a major retailer. They're not any cheaper than in stores now.
Exactly.
Like they're able to raise the price up because it's like, people, why would I want to drive to the store? It's like, I got to pay gas. It's a hassle.
Okay. So Tim, are you saying that like, the government shouldn't be giving Amazon money to open their, to come to the city or whatever, because they're not creating new jobs, they're just displacing other jobs?
First of all, they don't need help from the government to open. Like I understand if but they needed the help, but they don't need the help. Number one. Number two, they bribed Cuomo with 20 million. Bezos gave $10 million to Cuomo.
Okay, no one's arguing corruption is not a problem. Obviously, there's corruption.
Literally, this deal is going to be corrupt.
Okay,
how can you?
Everyone agrees corruption is bad.
First of all, if they didn't give Cuomo any money, if Jeff Bezos didn't give any money to Cuomo, because
speculating,
well, that's just common sense. Trump gave money to Clinton's, and that's why he has a golf course upstate in Bronx that doesn't pay any taxes, yet he gets to collect revenue from there. It's common sense. Like you think millionaires, billionaires give money to governors and these politicians expecting nothing in return, just out of goodwill?
No, guys, I think we all seem to agree on the problem. But if we can also agree that power corrupts and power corrupts absolutely, wouldn't the answer be then to make government as small as possible, to give them the least amount of power? Like only the minimum amount of power.
I just think they should, because what if?
Well, no, Birminghard, because there are certain tasks that are more functionally ran by a government, by a central agency.
Yes. I don't believe in this deal. Tony Nico is here, gents, to stimulate the U.S. economy.
See, he gives Tim money. Tim goes
things are manufactured.
This has nothing to do, in my opinion, this has nothing to do with small or big government. I just think this deal is going to be corrupt because it's got all the red flags of the corrupt deal.
But even
like the Foxconn deal.
Even if you look at, like, I have a local municipality by me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at like even like local city council members oftentimes own businesses, and if you see like laws get passed, right? There was one that was a sales tax increase. Well, one of the people on the council owns a dealership, and so what businesses were excluded from this new sales tax increase? Only dealerships.
Yeah,
it's like,
there you go. There you go. Exactly. So when Bezos gave $10 million to Cuomo, it was going to be a corrupt deal. This deal to get $5 billion.
But this is all legal, though. I mean, it's all
of course,
legal
and it's illegal to protest,
if the
and that's why people protested it. Just 1 second, Mr. Two, $4.50. I'm just here to stimulate Tony. What the fuck? And Mr. Tony Nico, $5 for stimulating Mr. Two. Fist. They should put their mouth where their ass is.
Well, look,
this deal,
it's
literally like when you're saying when lobbyists are writing the law, when that law that you were saying was written, and it excluded the car dealerships because it was written, car dealers donated to the governor to exclude them. In the same way, the Amazon, it will promise the fucking world, but we're not gonna. The promise to create 20 million jobs doesn't say, but we'll also promise to protect the existing jobs, right? They're not saying we're promising this, but and what happens if they break the promise?
Nothing.
It's not like people are stupid. They're not involved in the contract that's going to be made.
I think
and it's going to be.
I think half the population is dumber than the average person.
Yeah. And you think that when they make this contract, are you going to read the contract? Is everybody in New York who pays taxes, who will contribute to this Amazon facility?
The politicians voting on the laws don't even read the bills.
Exactly. So this deal is corrupt from the get-go. I don't fucking trust Amazon because Walmart did this to every single fucking town that they moved in. They promised 50,000 jobs, 5,000 jobs. And did they ever deliver? No. But
Amazon is it's totally different. It's not apples to apples.
Business, a large corporation promising to move into and then not delivering it. It's not. It's literally the same. These corporations do it every single day.
Consumers a lot.
No. Walmart is a retail business coming in, competing with the existing retail business. This Amazon stuff you're talking about is about bringing a headquarters to a city.
Yeah, it's the same. Tony Nick, $5 super chat. High five stimulus package for Mr. Two. It's the same. It's the same. They're how are they going to?
You can say it's the same if you want to. That doesn't make it
brand new 20,000 jobs.
Look, Tim, this is the thing.
Joke.
It's not the federal government.
Never going to create those jobs. It's a lie.
Speculation.
Look, it's not the federal government making a deal with Amazon. It's the city government because the city government is trying to attract
you guys believe
headquarters jobs to their own city.
Well, what about this?
It's competition with other cities.
Why does government need to spend this money to build a facility for Amazon? Why can't government spend the money to, let's say, create those jobs? Why can't they divide that money?
They're offering tax.
Divide that money. No. Why can't? So this $5 billion. Let's divide that by 10,000.
They're trying to attract the jobs to their city.
No, they don't. No, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck because they can easily take that $5 billion and give it to people to open up small businesses.
Okay, so you're saying they
collect more taxes. They want the jobs. I mean, the jobs does create tax revenue.
Amazon is not going to create no jobs because these corporations never create jobs. Show me a time in history when this happened, when a corporation promised to create jobs in exchange for $1 billion and they delivered on a promise. Give me an example when this ever happened.
Well, that happens all the time.
Give me an example when they at the same time didn't destroy the same amount or more.
I mean, if you look at some of the fastest.
Give me a couple examples, guys. Got 3 guys here.
So you're against innovation, Tim. That's what this boils down to.
What am I against?
innovation, because every time innovation comes, people
That's
are
not
going to get laid
innovation.
off.
That's
It
not
is
innovation.
Why do you think
Government
you have Amazon?
giving a large multi-billion-dollar corporation that can afford this stuff with its own money is not innovation.
The
Government
business
has been
itself was innovation.
giving money to massive corporations for hundreds of years in United States.
Look,
they
so
do
what
this
you're saying
all the time.
is that the intended consequences are, there's a breakdown because of corruption. So the intended consequences don't happen. Which
$4,
is, and everyone understands that corruption is not good.
Stimulus package received, invested all in Shiba Inu. By the way, how do you buy Shiba Inu? I tried Coinbase, but they say they're not carrying it.
I don't think they're supporting that yet.
Shit. How can I buy it though?
Another joke coin. Can you buy Dogecoin on Coinbase?
Yes.
Oh really?
Yeah. I need to get that Shiba Inu. I would put in $1,000.
I love how Tim has no Bitcoin and wants Shiba Inu. That's great.
Because I think that's the next thing. Because it'll go like 1,000%. You know what I mean? Like Bitcoin can only like double maybe. So like that's not much. That's not big of an like I'm not there. I cannot be there to constantly trade the coin so that whatever. It's just I'm so heavily.
Tim wants a lottery ticket.
Go to the casino and put it all on.
Oh, I bought a lottery ticket. I won.
Double.
Yeah, exactly. It's just another
$50
lottery ticket.
By the way, you want to see this? It's too far away. Anyways, I won $50. I bought another lottery ticket today on the way home. I won $50. So I was gonna take the $50 and buy Shiba Inu.
I think it would be interesting though, just theoretically, because I'm not sure in the past, right? So Amazon said we're gonna build a new corporate headquarters, and they kind of bid it out, right? They have this thing.
Yes,
they had the lottery.
Yes, right.
They had a lottery
that
they rigged to say that New York won. Look at this! What a opportunity of a lifetime.
I'm just trying to think though, back in history, like you asked for an example, and maybe there is, and maybe there isn't. Like Google, for example, they built a headquarters in New York City as well, and
with their own money.
That's the question. So I don't know the answer. I'm sure there's examples of corporations that have maybe gotten some local county government, right, some state to give them money to build.
The private sector is more nimble than the government, right? So when Amazon first started, right, one of the advantages of buying from Amazon is you didn't pay tax on it.
Right.
So it's like you're able to order stuff from Amazon, it's shipped to you, and you didn't have to pay the sales tax, right? It takes years for some state governments to realize, like, oh shoot, we're leaving a huge disadvantage for our own businesses, right?
Well, that's like Uber.
It was a loophole.
The same example is Uber, right? Uber in California, where they were hiring all of the what do they call them? What type? Well, they're contractors, consultants.
Yeah.
And there's a big case. California is pretty big on classifying their workers as employees, right, and not as independent contractors, because you have benefits and all that. And I think Uber. So Uber wouldn't give a shit about any laws in any country. They were like, we just want to expand. That was their model.
Yeah.
Marco's that was their business model. We go in, we don't give a fuck, as Tim said, about any laws. Yeah. And we just expand. We conquer.
Yeah.
And then, as you said, Burb, the governments catch up and they're like, wait a minute, you can't do this, right? There's taxi and limousine laws, and then they catch up later.
But California, because they've overregulated, some would argue, Tim, because they've overregulated, now they've created this nightmare of where it was a good intention why they passed the law.
What's the nightmare?
California, just that now that people are leaving California, so it's like it's a state
because of Uber.
The tax burden, real estate, cost of living is really high.
But that's nothing to do with Uber.
Well, the argument would be that the burden for business is so
middle
high.
class. By the way, middle class taxes in California are actually lower than in Texas.
All right. Well, wait. You have to look at the overall tax burden. So if you're looking at
overall
sales tax, property tax,
overall.
I thought California and New York were like in the
top
few.
Surprise.
I don't know, but I would.
You can Google it. You can Google it. Middle. It's the higher. It's like once you're a billionaire level, then it's like higher. That's why Joe Rogan left, because it's like 100 million.
Is the 10th highest tax rate.
Same thing with, by the way, in the Northeast, like in New Jersey and New York, a lot of uber wealthy people left because of taxes.
Which is good.
and they're going. It could be because they're going to California. I'm sorry, Florida, because of they have no income tax, right? And so they just have sales tax on goods that you buy, which is really more of a tax on lower income people, I think, than higher, because low, you need basic necessities, right?
When you look at
it's a consumption tax.
Yeah, so if you look at like Wallet Hub, and they rank them overall tax burden: New York, Hawaii, Vermont, Maine, Connecticut,
Jersey's up there too.
Yep, Jersey, Rhode Island, California.
That's because our property taxes are nuts.
Exactly. And so when you're looking at the overall tax burden, it's you want to look at the combination of sales tax, income tax.
But what's interesting about California is because when I see people fleeing California, kind of something triggers in my mind, like that might actually be a place to go. Like when everyone bails, it would seem that
you want to wait until the market crashes. It's the real estate's still expensive.
Counterintuitively, like you go in if you ever wanted to move out there.
It won't ever be cheap because it has high amenity value. People want to live there.
Of course.
Hold on.
It's desirable. It's desirable.
Detroit's on the rebound now, but Detroit was very cheap, right? Like
Detroit.
Yeah, but you can't compare Detroit and California for a quality of living and amenity value, right?
Yeah. Not yet.
Detroit's a shithole.
Detroit was great in the 50s, right? Like
before all the jobs were outsourced.
I don't know, man. I think
before all the jobs were outsourced to China.
Yeah,
Detroit was good.
Yeah, but so that's why you go through these cycles, right? Like California used to be really cheap.
Yeah.
In the early days of America, right? Like you could get
they used to be
for free.
Look, it sounds like a genius money grab.
I mean, you guys are talking
Amazon.
about like the super rich people are leaving California as if it's a huge deal. Instead, like that's a good thing. There's not going to be these rich people trying to manipulate the governors into passing these laws that somehow advantage them. You know what I mean? Like,
but they lose the revenues too, though, when these businesses might go to another state.
and then they lose, and they also lose Congress seats as well as their population drops.
Well, it's just few billionaires. Their population is not going to drop, but because Joe Rogan, it's like we lost Joe Rogan. We got like Joe Rogan counts as like 100,000 people, so they're going to lose one Congress seat. No way.
2020, California's population fell by 182,000 people.
Okay.
I don't think they were all billionaires, Tim.
So
no, it's even upper middle class people, and you're seeing this in some.
But it's not just because like this is like literally what billionaires. This is like billionaires propaganda. First, look at this. We're gonna leave. Threatened that we're gonna leave. You know what kind of that? You know what that shows? These people don't give a fuck. They're traitors. If they're gonna leave New York because they have to pay a little bit more taxes, then you know what? Fuck you. You were never a New Yorker. You're a fucking traitor. You're not standing with us. You're not helping. If we're gonna look out for each other, if you're saying I don't want to pay just a little bit more to help people, then you know what? Fuck you. You're a piece of shit. You want to leave,
but Texas is welcome.
Then you know what? Then and look what happened when they moved there, and then their pipes froze.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out.
Exactly. So you don't want to contribute.
Fuck you.
Exactly.
Oh, you know what else they did, Tim? So they moved out. So the very wealthy moved to right. Corona hit. They went out to their Hamptons houses.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck the people in New York. We're gonna just party over here in the Hamptons. We'll go to Florida. Fuck you.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, what the fuck? You're a traitor. You're not looking like. You're not part of the society.
When we say rich, we're talking like there's a threshold, Tommy. It's got to be like 500 million. What is it? I don't know what the number is. 250 to like $1 billion. Then they're rich fuckers. But we're good. Everyone's cool up until then.
Look, like if you're here, you work together. You're here to contribute. You're not just here. I'm gonna fucking leave. If I have to pay $1 more, I will leave. What a fucking snowflake. Like, get the fuck out of here. You know what?
Profit or snowflakes?
Like, seriously. These people are so sensitive.
People don't make financial decisions with emotion.
Jeff Bezos was like, if New York doesn't give me $5 billion, I'm never gonna come back to New York because I gave you this opportunity to build this factory, but you're not You're not gonna build this factory with your own money. You're not gonna build a factory for me with your own money and not allow me to fuck you so hard. And then fly helicopters over you because I can't take the trains because there's no money for trains because I took all the money for trains. Then I'm not gonna come back. Get the fuck out of here, you piece of shit. Seriously, like DC and LV. It's mostly middle class people leaving California for taxes and but the taxes are actually in Texas for middle class. The taxes are higher. So I mean, people leave for multiple reasons, not just because of taxes.
They have no state income tax, Tim. What are you talking about?
You just check overall taxes. I meet
yes,
people from California every day in LV real estate market. But like people don't just leave California because of taxes. Please. There are multiple reasons.
I think Birmingham
you guys,
is more.
People leave states and move to other states because of so many different reasons. Maybe it's too hot. People like people find different reasons to leave.
It's hot in Vegas,
but billionaires pretend like, oh, all of these people, they're leaving for one reason: the taxes on us, not on you.
No, but it's also jobs, though. It's job opportunities too.
Yeah,
maybe there's more jobs.
And Las Vegas is building up too. So I think if in California they could sell their property for a lot of money, and then maybe they feel, okay, Vegas is up and coming. It's supporting businesses. Yeah. They go there, right?
Pay cash, get a better school district, less homelessness.
Correct.
A job
maybe it builds up, right? And then their property values are going to go up. But you know what? I got to. I mean, Vegas, I guess it's cool to go to Vegas. You know, to gamble, whatever. There's entertainment. I got to tell you though. I mean, California, putting aside the homeless stuff, I'd rather live there than Las Vegas, Nevada. You know what I mean? In the middle of it, you know, it's kind of desert land for the most part.
Most of Actually,
Vegas
is the
best.
I mean, it is, but you got the ocean though. I'm a big ocean guy, so
that's true.
You know, I'll take Santa Barbara over Las Vegas.
Did you know Vegas has some of the best food in the country because all the casinos, hotels are there? So actually, the experience is much better in Vegas. I think just
could be.
Well,
eating
people
good.
pay
You know?
for
I mean, it's growing. It's growing, and I'm sure you know. There's probably a lot of business.
A pool can fix your need for the ocean. Just get a pool.
Yeah, I mean, true. Not really.
You're right.
Not for a lot of people. It's
right.
Not
right.
I don't know. I never liked the ocean. I live right next to the ocean. Maybe that's.
So then you can move to Vegas. I mean, yeah.
Save
maybe I do. I do like Arizona.
Arizona's nice.
And would you move to Arizona if they give you a tax credit?
I don't have money, so tax credit doesn't really help me with anything. Like
they're gonna tax you.
Tax credits are for rich people.
As much. They're gonna tax you half as much on your income.
Yeah, I mean that's good for people who have good income, but I don't have good income. So tax credits they're for rich people. You know what I mean? It's like a tax refund. Well, that's great for people who pay a lot of taxes, but for people who are rich, who are poor, who are not paying that much in taxes because it's percentage. Wise, then it's like you know,
tax credits are for donors and constituents of the politician.
There you go, you nailed it.
That's who they're for.
But guys, we're coming close to 4 hours. I need to wrap this up.
It takes 4 hours to solve the world's problems, Tim.
Yeah, what the fuck? We're doing this for too long.
4 hours every night.
Yeah, I mean, this is. Hey, it's actually with Archie's show. That's like 6 hours. So, but yeah, this was a lot of fun. I think we do need to do the first 2 hours. That's it from now on. Oh, Mr. GMT is like link. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna drop the link, but we're ending it. Just for after show. If some people want to come onto the after stream, guys. If you want to drop on, talk to us on the after stream. Use the link. Yeah.
But to summarize what we were saying, eventually Rolexes get so expensive that you start buying other watches.
Exactly.
Frederic Constant.
Oh, Frederic Constant, everybody. By the way, listen, it's all fun and entertainment. Let me just bring up this last chat. It looks long and complicated. Let me just read this thing. D. Stanfield, Tim, I don't have good income. Complaints about people pissed about paying high taxes while owning a current model Pepsi Panda Daytona. What a fucking joke. Boom, you nailed it. You nailed it, man. This is entertainment purposes only. I don't know if you guys take me too seriously, but hey, it's all about using the brain cells. You know what I mean? Like, if we just say yes to each other, then nobody's thinking, right? I'm trying to put people in the corner and see how they get out of it. That's the fun. That's the exercise. I'm trying to get people to exercise their brain cells. Marco, have you been thinking a lot during these streams? Look at him in deep thought. Look at that.
Tim, I feel that I have definitely, without a doubt, become stupider from doing these live streams. Tim, I mean that with all due respect. I promise, I mean that with all due respect. But I feel much dumber.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
100%. Definitely lost brain cells.
I think I lost brain cells.
Yeah, between the liquor, the edibles, and the discussion, definitely lost a few.
Okay. All right, we're gonna try to stick to watches next time. Okay. Let's everybody, let's take an edible next time and talk watch. It's just you know what? Tomorrow is gonna be much easier. The Tudor is coming out, so we're gonna have something to talk about. Okay. I don't fucking understand. How did we talk for 3 hours and 50 minutes? What the flip?
Tim, it all relates back to what Oshin said about time. When you're having a good time, it doesn't feel like time is passing by. It's very malleable, right?
Man.
Remember that, Tim. It all goes back. Guys, you have to go back and watch that. You will blow your mind.
I thought you were staying live until Tudor does the release, but
and on that bombshell,
we're almost there.
Time to wrap it up.
Yeah, Tim, I thought you were staying live until Tudor does the release. I have to head out, okay? No, I'm just kidding.
Don't encourage it.
You know what? That's not such a bad idea, Marco.
I mean, shit,
until
3 more hours.
Release. Hold on. Let's see. What is that? When is that?
Like
Tudor
7
release?
hours, no? Or is
it's at 3 a.m. Oh no, it's at 6 a.m. 6 a.m.
Yeah, I thought it was 6 or 7. Yeah.
Okay, I'll pull it up the website because they have the countdown. Maybe I'll just sleep in my chair until it starts.
Wait, do we
chair?
That's the smoke, man. The smoke.
Here we go. Tudor. Ooh.
I don't know if that means.
Forget it, Tim.
6 hours, 30 minutes.
We can do it. You can do it, Tim.
If I do this another 6 hours, I would probably
shoot myself.
I would definitely contemplate it, that's for sure.
In 6 hours, that'll be tonight in Australia.
And we settled on it. It's going to be a Tudor Submariner on a Marine National strap, right?
Mm.
Does that mean Mr. Two's going to do a show tonight?
Maybe. Yes. Yes, Mr. Two, you need to do a show for Tudor release. Look at this, in 6 hours and 30 minutes. I think Mr. Two can probably set it up right now. That's a really good point.
We could do that while we wait for our emails from Messina Lab to come through.
Yeah, but you boys will be just waking up.
Maybe they'll hit at the same time. We'll all get like inundated with Messina Lab invites to the Ming. We'll all win the Ming honey. I'm waiting for my email, man. I'm excited.
Email.
I'm excited.
Sorry, Mr. Two, I put my foot in it. I think
what's his name? You were Ethan, Tim. Ethan. Shout out to Ethan. Ethan got a Ming honey.
Yeah. By the way, this is such a funny comment.
Whoa. What do you mean someone got a Ming honey? Whoa.
They already sent the emails out. They did the drawing and they sent out the notification to the winners.
Check your email.
Breaking news. That's bullshit.
When did that happen?
Today. He told us. Well, he sent the proof to Tim.
Holy shit.
By the way, DC and LV, this is such a good
comment.
But
I think it's a gradual process because they're giving you the option to choose either or.
Yeah.
No,
Tim, we love you, but you are wrong on pretty much everything you say regarding pretty much anything not watch related.
That's cool.
Jeez, I couldn't put it any better myself. DC.
Thank you so much. I mean,
I love you, Tim.
It's an opinion.
That's
the general idea about corruption is very well placed, but all the details, I don't know.
We'll go into nitty gritty with you, Conrad. We'll go maybe we'll do 2 hours of show.
Foxconn got $400 million in government grants, but it only ended up being $8 million.
Hey, after this show, I gotta apply for a government grant. I gotta apply for a government grant.
Same here.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get a
government
grant.
If I can't beat them, join them, my friend.
Marco, can I get a government grant for $50 million to expand my YouTube channel?
Why can't I get one? YouTube business. I want the government to invest in me.
Yeah, I want.
Tim, you should call your government too.
I think I deserve it more than Jeff Bezos. Like Jeff Bezos has a lot of money.
Tell him you'll give him a $10 million donation.
Capitalism.
Exactly. DCMV, I've been off for 2 hours and the stream is still somehow on.
It's a loop. It's a continuous loop stream. Tim, if you were the czar
Tony
of
Nico,
America,
we hate Ethan.
The show should be called The Political Black Hole.
Yeah.
The Political Black Hole with Tim Wright.
You get sucked in, you can't leave.
If Tim were a czar of America, the first order of business, he'd do an executive order, and you would mandate Jeff Bezos has to give all of his money away. Where would he give it to? Everybody or? No,
just the government. We can do stimulus check. No. Okay, we can do stimulus check.
Bad answer.
No, we can do stimulus check.
Oh.
Everyone in the country. So let's do it let's do quick math.
Just rain it down.
180 billion.
Helicopter.
Hold on.
No, he's not.
He has 180 billion.
Is that how much he has?
How much?
180 billion.
How much did his wife get?
What is 180 billion? How many zeros is that?
That's a lot.
9. Well, no, 11.
You realize that it's liquid cash, right?
Yeah, it's
almost none.
Hold on. Just calm down.
Yeah, but it's still a lot of money.
Can you count?
Come on, man. 180
divided by 350 million. Can somebody do that quick math?
I don't think our calculators go up that high.
180 billion divided. Oh, look, somebody already did it before by 300 million. Oh, 600. So everybody gets a 600 check.
Yeah.
$600 check. Let's go, baby.
$600.
That's really
Let's go. That's
just destroy the largest retailer.
Well, you know what? Everyone's just going to use the check on Amazon.
Go, guys.
They're just going to spend it on Amazon.
They're going to spend it at Walmart.
Stimulus. Jeff Bezos stimulus.
Hey, I got Walmart stock, but I'm not saying it's going to go up.
I'm going to buy that coin, that Shizuki coin.
Shiba Inu?
Yeah, the Shiba Inu. With 600, let's go. Everybody take their $600 check and let's go. Let's get the Shizuka Bano coin. Imachizu. Right. Tim, isn't 600 how much you pay for it? No, 1,000. I have pay. So maybe me and my wife will pull our checks together and we'll pay for 1 month rent. Yeah, I think so. All right, guys. Well, we have to end it here. Thank you so much. Before you leave, make sure to thumbs up the stream. I'm sorry for going so long. I apologize that if I offended anyone, any of the snowflakes. Anyway, but guys, hey, I want to thank Captain Marco. Marco, thank you so much. Barbing Hard. Conrad, Tommy, Mr. GMT, guys, you're so cool. Thank you
Hey boys.
Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'm gonna end it here. Good night, everybody.
Welcome to the world, no heroes and villains. Welcome to the war, we've only begun. So pick up your weapon and face it. There's blood on the ground, go and take it.